You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's going on, family? It's our boy, Coach Malachi in the building, and we are back. I got to make sure that y'all can hear me. So let me do this. Let me do it right quick. Turn this mic, do this mic like this here. Got this stand right over here. Make sure everything Gucci. Shit, let me make sure that mic. All right, cool. All right. I had to turn off the VPN blocker. Sorry about that. I know I was looking kind of blurry. It's gonna clear up in a little bit. I'm looking at it right now. We should be clearing up in a little bit. Let me refresh the screen again. Bear with me one moment. Should be clearing up. I should be clear right now. I should be. All right, it's clearing up. All right, I see it. It's clearing up. All right, cool. Sorry about that. I forgot I had that VPN blocker be messing up the live stream. So let me test my internet speed now before we get into the show. All right. Internet looking good. Upload over 300. Let's see what the download is. The download of 285. Let's see what the upload is. Download 285. Upload is 255. All right, cool. That's super fast. Let's give matter of fact, how many people we got in here? All right, once we get to 100, I'll give everybody a round of applause. Anyway, let's get ready to get into the show. Shout out to Chris, man. Chris, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Chris, man, for becoming a member. Let's give Chris a round of applause. Chris Legg is a new member, man. Another thing too, man. We got some sad news. I don't want to really put it out there like that, man. But we got a good brother. He's a part of the TMP family. His name is our good brother James Kelly. Shout out to James Kelly, man. Unfortunately, y'all didn't know this because ain't nobody really say nothing. But the brother lost his wife last night. You know what I mean? He lost his wife yesterday, man. So it is what it is, man. She fought the good fight. So send prayers out to him and his family, and hope that brother, can, find the strength, through God to just try to get over, it's going to take some time. He ain't going to never get over it. I told him, I say, man, the best thing you could do for your wife, is continue to live. That's the best. That's all you can do. You get what I'm saying? Because the alternative is, you know what I mean? You ain't breathing no more. So everybody, all of us, whoever in the chat, that day coming, whether it's tomorrow or 10 years or 20 or 30 years from now, when it comes, it's here. You know what I mean? So just shout out to that brother, man. And just anybody else who may be going through something. You get what I'm saying? So, we're gonna look out for the family. We're gonna support that brother. And anybody that's a part of the TMP family, we gonna, y'all got y'all got my support wholeheartedly. Y'all know that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to ride for y'all because y'all ride for me. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But shout out, man. Shout out to R.I.P. to Val. I think her name was Val. R.I.P. to Miss Valerie Kelly. R.I.P. to her. Anyways, now hold on. We got over 100. Let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. Yeah, man. See, goddamn it. Let's see. You know what I mean? See, let's see. Can we get some laughed off in here today? Let's see. Can we get some laughed off here today, man? You get what I'm saying? Because I know when y'all come over here, man, everybody going through shit. This is what I be saying, right? Like, this is what I be saying, right? I'm so trill with it. I'm so true and trill with it that, you know, I'm a straight shooter. I'm gonna just call it the way I see it. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes in life, right? Like, I'm looking at this situation with Ja Rule. Shout out to Ja Rule, man. I like Ja Rule. I always like Ja Rule. You know what I mean? Him. I wasn't crazy about Irv Gotti, but R.I.P. to him. But shout out to Ja Rule, man. I like Ja. And I saw the little situation. You know, that's all online with Uncle Murder. I can't tell you one Uncle Murder rap song. I don't know nothing about the nigga. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I know he from New York, and, you know, his last name on Murder. I don't know what his background is. Do he got bodies? Why do they call him Uncle Murder? Has he killed anybody or whatever? Because I know these rappers are the total opposite. Like the rappers I came up with in my era, my age group and older, the ones who were talking tough and gangster, they weren't doing none of that shit. They were just around people, came up in their neighborhood and heard stories and just used to regurgitate it and sell it on in the video. But them niggas weren't doing none of that shit for the most part. You get what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. Motherfuckers like myself and people who I came up around, we was doing that shit. We did time and went to the feds and, you know, was talking about sentencing guidelines and state and federal courtrooms and you get what I'm saying, and minimum mandatories and all that stuff that we went through that. The rappers, a lot of them niggas, they did a goddamn thing. True. Oh shit, nigga, you rapping about me. You rap about my brother. See, you rapping about my other brother, Greg G-Man. You rapping about doggone my homeboy PJ. You rapping about Citizen. You ain't done none of that shit. But you went platinum, though. You went platinum. Shout out to you. Anyway. Yes, I saw that shit. I said, man, I went looking at this shit. I said, you know what, man? I'm like, bro, let's be real. All these dudes in their 50s, just like myself. 50 is in his 50s. I'm not the diehard crazy 50 Cent. I like some of his songs. I like his music. You know, from his first album, and, you know, the fact that he hooked up with Dre and the white boy Eminem and all that stuff there. Jimmy Iovine, who was very, very powerful. But outside of that, you know, I ain't no, you know, I'm not no stan. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, the nigga was all right, he did good. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know, I don't now. What I will say is, whatever issue you have with a motherfucker, like you don't see this dude face to face. You don't been places with this dude, in planes and shit with this guy, and your boss ain't did a goddamn thing. Like these dudes, like, y'all gotta understand. Like a lot of these rappers, they selling the image. They ain't that. They just some niggas who came up on some money that's from some neighborhoods, streets, right? But a lot of these dudes, they ain't that. They came up. They got some money. Whoop de do. You get what I'm saying? You know, so it is what it is. Yeah, ain't nobody on that suck ass shit. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, nigga, you in your 50s, nigga, you got kids and grandkids. How you beefing with a nigga who ain't did a goddamn thing to you? You beefing with him because your homie don't like him. Your big homie who you look up to and follow don't like him. You up under another nigga Wayne in your 50s. Talking about, yeah, hey, Filth, I'm with Filth. Nigga, you in your 50s. He in his 50s. How you still up under another nigga Wayne? And you beefing with a dude because the dude who you up under beefing with him. Some shit from the 90s, fam. Like, y'all niggas look like idiots. To this day. You get what I'm saying? Nah, you talking about 50 troll game is good now. Nah, I don't really look at it like that. I look at 50 like this here. He got some powerful, he got some good white folks that's backing him. And 50 is used as a tool to tear down other people who look like me, who may be going through shit. Not saying that they don't deserve it, but you get what I'm saying? So I think what 50 is going to realize, when them white folks get through with them, they break their tools. A tool is something that's going to be used. It's going to happen to Oprah. It's going to happen to Gayle King. Well, listen, nobody escaped this. Nobody escaped this shit. Escape unscathed. 50 is a willing participant to be a tool for the white man, the white establishment. That's what he is. You can disguise it as trolling, whatever the case may be, but you always attacking motherfuckers who look like you. But you ain't said nothing about Epstein. You ain't said nothing about Harvey Weinstein. You ain't said nothing about all these motherfuckers in Hollywood and LA who you be around. You ain't said nothing about them white folks or the small hats. So that's when I know you tough. Yeah, nigga, don't show me you tough, goddamn it, when you talking about me. Show me you tough when you go out and let me tell you something. When them crackers finish with 50 ass, guess what? They're gonna break it, they're gonna break their tools. True. See, one thing about me, I don't jump on the bandwagon of the popular nigga. I'm gonna call it the way it is. I'm gonna call it the way it is. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, he said the internet loves this chaos. Yeah, the internet like it. I mean, the internet is all about entertainment. So it's all about crashing out and it's all about people laughing and shit. You get what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It's for your entertainment. That's all it is. But you know, real life situations happen. You know, real life situations happen, right? You know what they say? Everything's a game until when it ain't a game no more. Everything's funny till when it ain't funny. We can laugh right now, but it's gonna come a time where you ain't gonna be laughing no more. So you know it happens. I mean, ask Diddy. Diddy was just like that. Diddy thought he was an untouchable nigga till the crackers turned on him. Now look where his black ass at. Was he a deviant? Absolutely. But nobody leave this bitch unscathed. Look at Mike. Look at Bill Cosby. Richard Pryor. Eddie Murphy went through what he went through. No nigga leave unscathed. I can promise you that. Okay? To this day. That's how this shit works. Anyways, let's get into the show. Let's see. Yeah, these motherfuckers here, man. These motherfuckers here be capping. That would get me. These motherfuckers be capping for politicians and shit. I'm like, man, all these politicians fucked up. I don't like no politicians. I don't play Democrat, Republican games. Both of them on the same team. You dumb niggas who be talking about one side over the other side, y'all the biggest fools. What make the niggas who talk about one side versus the other side the biggest fools? Because the niggas who talk about that, they really believe that the side they own is the good side and the other side the bad side. Fool, don't you know both sides of two wings of the same bird, they friends? Don't y'all know that? They all friends? Because they perform a show in front of the camera. And CNN talk about it, MSNBC, MSDNC talk about it. Liberals versus conservatives. Don't you know all that shit? All the motherfuckers on the same team. If you don't realize that, I don't know what to tell you. Ain't no good Democrats or good Republicans. All of them the same. Just want to throw that out there. True. Nigga, you ain't on no winning team. Whether you know that or not. If you don't know, I'm the first nigga to tell you. Anyways, in a recent IG post, Adrien Broner revealed why he would never sue his mentor, Al Haymon. That's what he said, right? Adrien Broner defends Al Haymon against Floyd Mayweather's fraud claims. showed some of this yesterday, right? Now, I would never take legal action. This is what AB said. He said, I would never take legal action against Al. Some people might say that I'm dumb. Possibility. Or brainwashed. That's a possibility too. Because I damn so thought a lot of these Haymonites, when I came on the scene, I said, this shit was like it was a code. I was literally part of the only black man, one of them, but it wasn't that many, but probably one of them that I knew, because I ain't know a lot of content creators at the time. Bro, I had all the arrows pointing at me. Literally. I had whole coochies coming over here. Shout out to Swat Jones. Swat, what's going on, fam? Yeah, this ain't the channel. This ain't the channel for you. If you don't want the truth, this ain't the channel for you. If you don't want the truth, this ain't the channel for you. I ain't here to be friends with nobody. I'm good. The same way I am on camera is the same way I am off camera. Ask anybody who have met me. They'll tell you the same thing. Nah, the same way Coach is on camera, he like that. This is not a performative act. I'm like this for real. Shit, you know, you get my age, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shit. I don't need a nigga friendship. I'm good. What it do? This dude say, Donovan say, I love the show, bro, but goddamn, we still talking about the same stuff. This getting old and boring. Then leave. Shout out to Donovan. Donovan say, he love the show, bro, but goddamn, we still talk about the stuff, same stuff. This is old and boring. Okay, then leave. You got to take Davis' thumbnail. Then leave. Bye. You could have kept that shit to yourself, my nigga. I give 25 fucks about if it's getting old to you. Leave. Give a fuck about you, nigga. True. And take your fake love with you. Take your love and take it back to your mammy house. Unsubscribe and leave, nigga. I don't give a fuck about you. Could have kept that shit to yourself. Hoe ass nigga. Anyway, he said, apparently, I like old and boring. Great show every day, my G. Yeah, shit. One monkey don't stop no show. For real. You get what I'm saying? So, you know. Don't need your love. Don't need your friendship. Don't need your subscribership. Leave. Bye-bye, Felicia. Don't block him. Let the nigga leave on his own. Anyways, in a recent IG post, Adrien Broner revealed why he would never sue Al Haymon, right? So basically, he explained that he wouldn't sue him and all this stuff there, right? He said that if I'm owed my money, if I'm owed any money, oh well, Al kept me satisfied. So he's content. He's content. Do you get what I'm saying? He said Al kept him satisfied, and I would never spin the block in retaliation against Al. It is what it is at this point. See y'all soon. End quote. That's what AB said. Let's continue. Although AB has openly criticized Al in the past, he appears to take accountability for the things that he did wrong financially with his money. If a fighter is blowing, read them open the money law. If a fighter is blowing his money on frivolous things like jewelry, cars, clothes, and hoes, he can't turn around and get mad at the plug when he's broke and all his money is gone. You dig? I wonder how other PBC fighters really feel about AB's position. How they feel about Floyd Mayweather's position and what was said about Mr. Al in the lawsuit. You get what I'm saying? Let's see if other PBC fighters like Keith Thurman and Errol Spence would think Al Haymon in their next fight, because we hear that Errol Spence supposed to be back in the summertime. That's going to be 3 years since the last time he's fought. The last time he fought, July 2026, we know the Black Freezer put hands and foots on this nigga. We saw what happened to our Jamaican-American brother. He ain't FBA, but he's Jamaican-American. Shout out to our Jamaican-American brother, Errol Spence from DeSoto, Texas. Shout out to you, brother. Hope you bounce back. Last time you was in the ring, boy, it didn't go too good for you. The question I have for y'all is this here too. Cause I just gotta throw that out there. I just got to throw that out there, right? Hold on, somebody say, hey, Sound T he said, you niggas really think Coach give a damn about what y'all think? Yeah, right, hey, Sound T. Hey, Sound T. Listen. Hey, Sound T. Hey, Sound T. One thing about me, fam, I'm consistent. Listen, if anybody who been watching me, I'm very consistent, bro. I have not changed at all. You get what you get with me. I ain't trying to sound like nobody else. I ain't trying to be like nobody else. I'm good. I tell a motherfucker quick, man, if you don't like this shit, don't watch it. You freely came over here. Nigga, you read the title of the show before your bitch ass came over here. Based on the title, if you didn't like the title, you shouldn't even came over here. Yeah, I ain't gonna pay Coach no mind today. I'm just gonna move on and go to the Boxing Boys or go to one of these other niggas' channels. You do know that, right? It's common sense. So you know it is what it is. Oh shit. Lose one, I'm good at what I do. One nigga leave, I replace him with 10 more. We growing, fam. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, Errol Spence. Yeah, I want to say this is about Spence because a lot of people were saying, you know, they didn't get Crawford credit for beating Spence. They said, "Oh man, the man had a car accident. He had cataract surgery on one eye, and then when Bud beat him, he had to have cataract surgery on the other eye." So now Tim Tszyu is fighting the same Errol Spence, but now he got 2 cataract surgeries. The same Errol Spence that was in a car accident and they got knocked out by Black Freezer, the guy who they say ain't fought nobody. The guy who they used to call Top Rank Toby. So my question is, what I'm going to ask as well during the show, if Tim Tszyu were to beat Errol Spence, are y'all going to keep that same energy? Are y'all gonna say, yeah, man, you know, man, Tim Tszyu really don't get no credit for that, dog, because you know what I mean? And Spence ain't fought in 3 years, and he coming off 2 cataract surgery and a car accident. Just asking. True. Because I'm gonna hold these niggas accountable. I swear for God, I'm gonna hold these niggas accountable. Because what I like to do, I like to throw their words right back in their face. Nah, this what you said in 2023, fam. Fam, in 2023, this what you fools were saying. 2026, are y'all gonna keep that same energy? Because when Black Freezer were breaking toenails off in his ass in front of his mama, his daddy, his baby mamas, his beautiful children. When he in front of everybody, all of DeSoto and Dallas, Texas was in Vegas that night. And they witnessed a funeral. And Dallas ain't been the same since. Just want to throw that out there. Y'all ain't been the same since, Dallas. So I just want to know. Now I'm rooting for Errol Spence. But I don't have a dog in the race. Because I don't have an emotional attachment to Errol Spence. And I don't have an emotional attachment to Tim Tszyu. I ain't got a dog in the race. I don't. I really don't give a damn who win. To be honest with you. If you want me to be honest, I really don't care who win. To be honest with you. But I just want to know if y'all gonna keep that same energy. That's all. So anyways, let's pivot on a little bit. Now, I want to see also, because Keith Thurman got a fight coming up as well. Him and Fundora. I don't know about that one. 2 Florida boys going at it. Fundora is saying he from California now. No, you from Florida, but we ain't claiming you anyway, so you might as well claim Cali. You might as well. Because once you don't rep the set don't rep you. You tall, lanky, giraffe-looking nice guy. I hear you nice. I do hear your interviews. You very nice guy. He's a very nice guy. Now he can fight now. Fundora can fight. Motherfucker like 6'4", 6'5", something like that. That motherfucker can fight now. And Jamil Talo say, what that tall, lanky motherfucker? That tall, lanky motherfucker can fight. But Keith Thurman has great footwork. And he throws a lot of looping shots. Keith Thurman don't throw straight shots. Keith Thurman throw a lot of looping shots. So you got two Florida boys going at it. I want to see Keith Thurman win only because he's from the other side of the bridge. He's from Clearwater. I'm in Tampa, Clearwater on the other side of the bay, right? He from, you go straight down 75, go across the bridge. You get what I'm saying? So he's on the other side of the bay. So, I mean, he ain't got no fans no more. Ain't nobody in this city talking about him. We been talking, like Keith Thurman ain't been talked about since 2016 in this city. They don't even talk about that. So I don't even think more folks know he still box, to be honest with you. So, it is what it is. I don't have a dog in that racing either, to be honest with you. I'm not attached to none of these guys, to be fair. My favorite fighter retired. He gone. So, it is what it is. He gone. He gone. So, all right, well, Bud gone. So, let me see who else. Let's see. Shakur over here doing this thing. Okay. We got Teofimo, his racist ass. He doing this thing. Let's see. We got Keyshawn Davis. He got bad bitch energy, but he doing this thing. You got what the nigga name out of Philly, Puss in Boots. He doing this thing. They say he's supposed to be fighting Virgil Ortiz. That fight should be announced some any day now. I believe that shit when I see them fools in the ring. Both of them been ducking each other, so they had a duck off. Let's see. Who else? We got Bam doing this thing. Wilder coming back. He doing his thing. He finna fight Derek Chisora. I got Derek Chisora sleeping him, to be honest with you. And I know what fools gonna say. Oh, you hating on Wilder. I'm like, well, it's two black men fighting each other. I'm picking the black man. How you gonna spin that? Oh, well, it's two black men fighting each other now. So if I don't pick the black man that you like, I'm hating on the black man, or I'm hating on Wilder. Nah, he ain't got nothing to do with it, fam. I just, I think I like Derek Chisora. I like stylistically, I like Derek Chisora in this fight, stylistically. Because Derek Chisora gonna come forward. Wilder gonna be sitting back, rocking like this here with a lead on, telegraphing that he looking to land that right hand. We know what he's trying to do. He's trying to land the right hand. That's it. When he throw that right hand, because Wilder swing like this. He be throwing hammer punches. He throw the right, like he don't throw straight no more. He throwing like this here. Derek Chisora gonna duck right. Derek Chisora gonna duck right up under it. Cause Derek Chisora like to duck. So when you get ready to throw, he gonna duck right up. When he duck, he coming up with the overhand right. I can see that. I can see that happen. He said Google say bomb squad. Yeah, Google be lying. True. Shit, Google don't know nothing about no fights. Google don't know how to Google just looking for information that's out there. When you Googling, Google just scour the internet for you and get information from different websites and whatever, and pile it all together. And that's what Google does. Google said that Wilder was going to beat Joseph Parker. You see how that turned out. Google said that Wilder was going to beat Zaylee Zane. You see how that turned out. Google said that Wilder was going to beat Tyson Fury in the second fight. You see how that turned out. So Google been wrong. I just want to throw that out there. You know what I mean? If you don't believe me, go Google it.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Yeah, Google be wrong. He said Google says Shakur versus T.O. exceeded 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. Did you look and see where that came from? Look at the site from which Google's pulling that information from. That's how that works, CJ. Just look at the site. When you're on Google, you're gonna find it. You're gonna look up something. You're gonna find the information. And then right up under that paragraph or whatever the information they give you, there's a little link right there. Click on that link, and then everything on the right light up, and it'll tell you where it got the information from. And then you go to those sources that Google is pulling it from, and then you read it and see where they got their information from. Because you want to look for primary, so that's how you do it. You want to look for the primary source of information. You got surface, not you got surface, you got surface knowledge, then you have what my granddad's telling me. You got surface wisdom, and you have shit that's a lot deeper than the surface. Basically, what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that out there. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Anyways, how do you guys feel about AB? What AB have to say? You know what I mean? As it relates to Al Haymon. And what do you guys think about? Adrien Broner's supposed to be coming back to fight too. I don't know who he's fighting for. He say he been training. It look like he done lost a little bit of weight. You get what I'm saying? So I just noticed, man, I see a lot of these dudes that was over there on that PBC island. Them dudes been on hiatus, fam. We ain't seen Jamel Charlo shit. But when he come back to fight, if he come back to fight later on this year, that he going on 3 years. And Canelo whooped him up September 2023. He going on 3 years. And see, I'm still mad at Jamel Charlo. I'm gonna tell you why. I used to be a fan of Jamel Charlo, dog. But he give off bad bitch energy too. You could tell. Listen, you could tell when a dude giving off bad bitch energy. You know how you know? Cause when they go to cocking their head and they go to bucking their eyeballs real wide, like yeah. They go to barking like dogs. Like I'm really on that. You better ask somebody about me. You better, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I mean? Oh, wow, you get what I'm saying? Like they give off. Bro. Like when I see Keyshawn Davis and Carissa Shields, literally I see the same people. Now I met both of these people. I've been around both of them. Spoke to both of them. Right? I know people who are part of Bud's team that's over there, who was a part of Bud's team, that's over there with Keyshawn Davis now. I got phone calls I can make, dog. I know what be going on. I know the as the sisters would say, I know the tea. I know what be going on. When I say I know a lot of people for real. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is, but like some of these dudes, I'm telling these dudes be giving all bad bitch energy, popping their neck and, catching attitudes. Like you say, I want to say like real sassy. They act real sassy. They don't even realize it. And I'm like, you know what? I can tell he ain't had no man in his life. His mama raised him. Yeah, that's a mama. Yeah, his mama raised him. He ain't had no male influences in his life. You can tell. Yeah, this dude right here, I don't know about this one. Gotta keep my eye on that boy right there. That boy there, look, he got some nice hands, but nigga emotionally unstable. I don't know about him. And it's like, then I'm looking at I'm looking at all these dudes crazy. I'm like, man, you know what, man? All these niggas just look crazy to me right now. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like all these dudes went crazy to me right now. Shout out to Mika, man. Mika, what's going on, Mika? Shout out to Bishop Bullwinkle. You know what I mean? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I sure wish we had more women over here. need some sisters over here, fam. Well, yeah, we need some sisters. These goddamn beta males. I'm a Sigma, so all right, man. I'm like, man, I'm gonna say what the fuck I got to say. I ain't one of them sometime niggas. Just talk one way, you know what I mean? And then, nah, man, I'm shit. It is what it is, man. Hey, what you say? Hey, Brian say raised by the Nims. Yeah, mama Nim, cousin Nim, auntie Nim. Hey, you know how black folks is. Hey, hello. Yeah, Keisha, what's going on? Nothing. What's up? Who over there? Oh, ain't nobody over here. But mama Nim. Oh, mama Nim. So you know what mama Nim? When you say mama Nim, then you know who Nim is. Nim is the usual people that's over there. Shout out to Miss Steph. Nim is the people who's always there. Mama Nim, who there? Okay, mama there, daddy there. If you daddy there, daddy there. Uncle Rob there. You know what I mean? Nephew John, he there. Keisha, she there. You know what I mean? Tamika, she there. Ronisha, she there. Man there. Larry there, Willie James, he there, Willie James there, Willie James. Okay, all right, we know who Nim is. Mama Nim. You ain't got to say about it now. We know who it is. Mama Nim. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mama Nim. Who, you know what I mean? You feel me? Nim represents. Nigga be like, yeah, mama, y'all know how it is, man. The Nims. It's my man. Y'all hustle man. It's my man. I thought you was my man. Shout out to them niggas in New York. Hey, them cats in New York, bro. Them cats in New York, especially Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Yeah, I always said, I said, if I was from let's say hypothetically, I was to go back in time and I was born in New York, right? Come on, I say, man, if I come from New York, where would I want to be from if I just hypothetically came from New York, right? I probably would want to be a Harlem cat. I don't really see. I got a little Brooklyn in me. I do got some Brooklyn in me, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I probably got more Brooklyn in me, but you know what? I don't know. Like, I probably would want to be a Harlem cat. But I don't know. I'm leaning towards Harlem. I'm leaning that, my granddaddy from Harlem. Kareem, right? Kareem from he Harlem. So I'm like, I probably either I don't hear nothing but bad things about Brooklyn though. I don't hear no good shit about Brooklyn. Let me see. I probably had to be from Harlem or Queens. Probably Harlem or Queens. Maybe one of that. Let's see, Long Island. I don't know. I gotta see. You know what I gotta do? I gotta see. I gotta just go back in my lab and just study and look. Okay, who was my mentality more like? And is my mentality more like a Brooklyn cat or a Harlem cat or a Queen? I gotta try to figure out. You know what I mean? I gotta try to figure out. Cause I'm like, you know what? I might fit in Brooklyn. Now that I think about it. Hey, but I'm a hustler though. I know a lot of hustlers come out of Harlem, so I am a hustler. But I think I'll probably be more Brooklyn. I just thought about that. I might be a cross between the two. I might be Brooklyn and Harlem. But what's a cross? Where my people from New York at? What's a cross between? What would you call a Brooklyn cat mixed with a Harlem cat? What would you call that? Cause cause where I'm from, we some money getting mofos where I'm from. We get money. Like for real. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to see. Like, well, like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to if you mix the two together, Harlem mixed with the Bronx, with Brooklyn. What would that look like? What would that look like? You know what, man? I think my attitude is definitely. But hold on. Dame Dash from Harlem though. Dame be popping that shit though. I'm trying to see. Dame be popping though. Yeah, Dame be popping. Real slick, real sarcastic. Him, Cameron, Maze, I'm very, very sarcastic as well. I'm real slick. I keep some slick shit to say. And I'm very witty. I come back within a second. When you say something, my response time is the speed of light. My response time travels at 186,000 miles per second. So, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, I want to dedicate this show, not only to AB, but I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. And what he say? Shout out to Just So Sick. He said we just call it God Body. Oh, okay. By the King he said, I'm from Atlantic City and Washington, D.C. You get the best of both worlds, coach. It's a real ninja. What T coach? What T coach at? T, what's up, fam? You know, it's a lot of people from New York in this city though. In this city right here, New York, they come to the state of Florida. He said Harlem get money, but BK go hard. Don't take no stuff. Okay, well I'm a cross between the two then. Cause I damn sure don't take no shit. The people I came up around don't take no. To this day, they don't take no shit. You know what I mean? So and then, but I get money. So yeah, you know what? Yeah. I think I'm a cross between the two. I'm a cross between. I'm a cross between the two. You know what I mean? I got a hustler spirit. That's Harlem, but don't take no shit mentality. That's Brooklyn. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So you know. Hey, what did it say? He said, I've always had good experiences with New York cats. Yeah, I know a lot of people from New York. Listen, my favorites from New York, because it's a lot of them here in Florida, is cats from Brooklyn. Everybody from Brooklyn. Bro, like, everybody, like, Brooklyn, it's something about Brooklyn cats. Brooklyn cats talk so much shit. You know, they do, but we cut from the same cloth. They talk so much shit. And Brooklyn cats will fight. Couple of them got their ass whooped now coming down here with that bullshit. They arrogant. They so arrogant. Like a Brooklyn cat, I'm telling you, my experiences dealing with them here in Florida. Brooklyn cats, they the hardest cats. Ain't nobody harder than them. Nobody fight better than them. Nobody tougher than them. Nobody like a Brooklyn cat. You gotta show him. You gotta show him because Brooklyn cat gonna make you show him. But tell you, there's quite a few of them that they gonna make you run it, dog. They gonna make you run it. They gonna make you run it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now, they gonna make you run it. Now you gonna have to show them something. You got to show them something. But everywhere they go, they just. I'm from New York, son. I'm from Brooklyn, son. I'm from Brooklyn. You see what I'm saying? You know, like they just some arrogant, cocky motherfuckers. I'm just saying, you know, he said, yeah, you got to show me. I was like, all right, fam, we finna show you then. We damn so finna show you. We finna show you. And once we show you, when you go back to Brooklyn, let them know what happened. We damn so finna show you. we gonna have to, because you gonna make us do it, you know what I mean? So, but shout out to them cats in Brooklyn, man. Shout out to them cats in Brooklyn. Yeah, man, so it is what it is, man. But I want to listen, man. I want to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that respectfully, Mr. Al Haymon.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Look here, man. All praises due to the Most High. Y'all know what time it is.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro-hand.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, fam, because as I said before, as it relates to this situation, and then I think, hold on, do we got some fights coming up this weekend? I think we got fights coming up this weekend, so we will be going live. But I think as it relates to this situation right here, and we tested a little bit on it yesterday with Carcino. I think a lot of people see, this is the thing, right? When you come from the inner city, or you come from not so favorable circumstances, once you start making it or start making so much money, you exceed expectations. You exceed expectations. The wolves come around. Like I was even looking at this Glorilla situation with her sister, Brorilla. Motherfucking name. They call her Brorilla. She funny. Like, people from Memphis funny. She funny. She real funny. She funny there, bro. And I'm sitting here watching this ignorant-ish. I say, boy, this is she a dyke. And she, I guess she trying to come up on social media, and I guess it's working for her. But the way she doing it, she throwing her sister and her family under the bus. So you got people, they'll do anything to get some money. Yeah, like I wouldn't do that myself, but I'm looking at this situation right here, and it's like, okay, you know what? This is a family member that feels entitled. Feel like a nigga owe him something, right? And I say all that to say this. Like, I think once you reach a certain tax bracket, you start making money, you know, the hardest part is keeping the money. And the reason why keeping the money is the hardest part is because if you're not financially literate, people that are financially literate will exploit your ignorance. If all you know about money is making it and spending it, or ripping it up and flushing it down the toilet, it's very hard for someone to feel sorry for you when you ain't got it no more. And that's definitely the case with Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner, like, man, shit, man, bro, like, just financially. Hold on. Oh, that's week 6. Just financially, like, fam, you are. You know, for me, it's very hard for me to feel sorry for any rich person. And I'm going to tell you why. Because once you gain wealth, you have something called privilege. That's why when I looked at Deontay Wilder and he told Simon, I get the dude named Simon, the reporter, you got white privilege. And he said it with so much vitriol. And I'm like, Wilder, he might be white, but do you know that you are more privileged than him? Because of your socioeconomic status in society, you got way more money than the guy who you saying he got white privilege. In his mind, pivoting to Wilder, I'm like, this dude has really made himself this victim. He don't even realize he won. You know how many people would love to be in your place? You know, so you got a lot of stuff that's going on with rich people, like with Floyd, you know, AB at one time, and Al, and all these stuff there. Like, these are what you call rich people problems. You got people in the chat right now, they would love to have rich people problems. You don't want to have poor people problems. I would rather have rich people problems than poor people problems 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. Because when you have rich people problems, there are people that are there that you have access to, that may have money and resources. You got money and resources. And when you have money and resources, you attract people who have money and resources. So you always got people you may can call or lean on or whatever. You get what I'm saying? But when you broke and ain't got nothing, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters? Hey, mama. Yeah, what's up, son? Mama, can't loan me $50. I pay it back to you at the end of the week. Yeah, you told me that 2 weeks ago. You ain't paying $50 back like that. I know, mama, but let me borrow. You know what I mean? And then you go to your bae, when your income tax coming? Why you worry about when my income tax coming? Ain't you claiming the kids? Yeah, these my kids, my other baby daddy. I ain't got but one child from you, so what they got to do there? Yeah, but okay, but listen, this is what I need. I need to borrow. How much you getting back? You get what I'm saying? Like, so you dealing with those kind of problems. But then when you have money rich like a Floyd Mayweather, and then, you know, you ain't paying your taxes, you illiterate, you don't know nothing, you telling everybody you making smart investments, fam, you can't even read. You get what I'm saying? You telling everybody you making smart investments. How you making smart investments, but you can't read? So the question is, who is making these smart investments for you? Who making these investments for you? Because as I said before, if all you know how to do, like I said before, if all you know how to do is just make the money, and you haven't educated yourself on how to keep it. I mean, bro, if push come to shove, if you don't know nothing about money, push come to shove, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just put all my millions in the bank, dog, and just live off. They don't give you much on interest. I'm gonna set up a Roth account. You can get an attorney for that. Set up a Roth account. You can go to the bank and do that. Get an attorney. Set up a trust fund. Put this money here. This paid for, that paid for, and I'm gonna just live off that, and that's that. I'm gonna live within my means. My interest I'm generating, $100,000 a month. Or, you know what I'm saying? On interest or whatever. Just want to throw that out there, right? Just, give an example, just for demonstration purposes. Man, I'ma just, I'ma just live off that. But then when you have to, I gotta go, like, you got predators that come around. Like Jacob the jeweler, or Benny the jeweler. Hey man, Floyd, check this out. Yeah, what's up? Hey, listen, this is what I need you to do, Floyd. I got a watch for you. Or what they do too. I'm gonna tell you what else they do. You may have some of these jewelers, they may come up to Floyd or celebrity and be like, hey man, I got this for you, champ. You may make some jewelry for him. Got the cameraman right there. Yeah, champ, listen, man, let me just put this on your neck, man. This for you. Give me a plug in the video, and, this watch costs $20 million, but I'm giving it to you, champ, $10 million. Just let them know that you bought it or whatever. because they help the jeweler out, the jeweler. The jeweler, right? They get on there, yeah, dog. I just, I just paid $20 million for this nice piece right here, and then my other watch over here. And I'm like, I'm watching this dude spend all his money on watches. He's saying he got an airplane. He's saying he invested in skyscrapers. And I'm like, in New York, and Carcino said that, and we got that Carcino interview dropping at 6:30. In New York and Dubai. I'm like, okay, well, how this dude is, okay, wait a minute, huh? This nigga can't read, so you get what. And then he with his new friends. His new friends definitely gonna get him. His new friends definitely going to get him. You thought you saying Al screwed you over. That's what you saying, right? You thought Al screwed you over. Oh, just wait till your new friends with you. When they finish with you, fam, whew. You're going to be walking real loose. True. Lord have mercy.
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
Yeah, man, solitary rat. It is what it is, man. Shout out to the Snow Bunnies.
See your eyes shine, she's my Snow Bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet Dr. Free. Tuck to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you goose, stepping out, grip out of control.
Turn it up, it's me against the light.
Snow Bunny,
moving on the bar. Everything's so right, got that smooth, so feel.
no, that's
That's a little long, with my Snow Bunny love. We're party by the night.
see your eyes shine, she's my Snow Bunny, please. In the winter
look here, man. Y'all listen, man. Y'all ain't gonna be clowning on my dog, Dr. Umar, neither. The Prince and Pan-Africanism, we sending them good.
Hey, who was you, pimp? Hey, what the fuck?
What the
Get your
fuck?
motherfucker. Hey, that nigga squeezing me.
Hey,
Get
player.
this freak
Hey,
ass
player.
nigga up
You
out
ain't
me,
hear my
bro.
nigga say
What
back the fuck up, dude?
Well, listen, man. One thing about me, boy, I got to tell you this.
Let me address something to some of the haters out there about me. Y'all can kiss my ass. Twice.
Facts, and we will send them. What we gonna send? Them goons.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play.
We don't play.
You ain't heard. They be tripping.
We be tripping.
So they swerving on.
We swerve on.
No faking and no switching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust.
Niggas gonna bust.
Hey, you know what? Listen, I just realized that the light-skinned dude in that video, that was Craig. Craig and Craig that be on 5150 show. I said, yeah, that was Craig. I be following Craig. I watch so many people's stuff, right? I watch more non-boxing content than boxing content. Like, for real. I watch boxing content, but probably like 85% of the stuff I watch is mostly non-boxing content. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real, when I say I watch everybody. I watch the Manosphere, the Divested Movement, Tasha K, Cynthia G, Choke No Joke, Mav Hoffa. Let's see, I watch everybody. Goddamn, the 5150 show, Club Shay. It is what it is. I watch everybody. I don't watch Vlad TV though. I don't really watch Vlad, and I don't really watch the Breakfast Club. I used to watch it, but I don't really watch it that much anymore. But yeah, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, you know, Vlad is like, Vlad is, too many niggas going to jail fucking with Vlad. Vlad have dudes on there snitching on each other. Yeah, dog. You know, hey, listen, I heard your friend Corey, you know, got shot last weekend in Atlanta. Yeah. You know what I mean? They say that, he's a convicted felon, right? Yeah. Well, they're not supposed to have guns, are they? Well, that don't stop motherfucker convicted felon. That don't stop motherfucker from not having no gun. Rather be judged by 12 and carried by 6, 7 days a week, twice on Sunday. True. That convicted felon shit don't stop another goddamn thing. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, like, yeah, okay, what? Yeah, you know, well, they say they got a shootout with Young Thug and, you know, and all that. Well, not one of Young Thug goons, and they say he hit, 2 people. You know, is that true? Hey, Vlad asked you some incriminating stuff. It's the way he do it too. He said, yeah, no. He said, is that true? What's the dude name? I watch Hassan Campbell, Say Cheese. I watch everybody, bro. Like, Just Say No to Sko. I like Sko. The new boy. I like my main man E. Boss Talk Radio. My main man, Big Ant, the spokesman. I watch everybody, bro. I watch everybody. Is that true? Yeah, well, it depends. What depends on what? Yeah, man. See, what happened was, yeah, it is true. He did have an illegal firearm on him. This the kicker, Vlad. What's that? No, the fire he had, it had 2 bodies on it. Wow, 2 bodies? Yeah. Do the police know about it? No, the police don't know. It got 2 bodies now. 2 bodies on it. You know, and I gave him the gun. You gave him the gun. You did. Yeah, I gave it to him. Soon as he leave Vlad TV's offices in New York, because the Vlad is in New York. Soon as he leave, the police right there. What the dude named for Philly who told on himself the fans came in? What ARM is the dude named ARM. And who the dude was for Philly that was on Vlad TV? Man, these people ain't know nothing. The man confessed to crimes, unsolved crimes that the Philadelphia Police Department didn't know nothing about. Hey, Marquivia, say free. Man, look, this man, bro. Hey, G5. What what G5? Hey, G5. G5. The man went, bro, I saw the interview. The man went, hey, G5. The man went on Vlad TV with the confessing to all types of unsolved crimes. Shout out to Brandon. What did he say, Brandon? He said, I remember that. Man in jail right now. Some dudes talk about something. Yeah, man, we can free ARL. No. He got himself in there. He talked himself in there. Listen, if you that dumb to do that at his age, because I think ARL in his 40s. At his age, come on, fam. I can't really get mad. Now, will Vlad come in there? You can say, well, Vlad ain't got to been asking them type of questions. You know, niggas, you know people going to jail when they go on there. There we go. We're going to do that, dog. What we got to do now? What we got to do? Yeah, what we got to do, dog, is we got, we know. Fam, look. You go on Vlad TV? Look, man, don't ask me no police questions. What do you mean? Don't ask me nothing about no crimes. Ask me nothing about the streets. None of that. I ain't nothing. I ain't answering that. The best interview that I interviewed is two dudes that I really, really like that went on Vlad TV. They don't answer no questions. Really 3, but definitely 2. Well, 3, but I want to say 4. What the dude name is from the Wu-Tang Clan? You God. I think his name You God. That dude right there. He don't answer. Like that dude funny. BG Knockout. Straight out of Compton. BG Knockout. He don't really answer no question like that. That's another one. BG Knockout. Trey D from the East Siders. Trey D have his lokes on. He'll just, he be like, he got the toothpick in his mouth. He be like, yeah. Yeah, Trey, what happened with you and Snoop Dogg? They say that, you did like 10 years. They say you went and shot it up. Yeah, what happened? You want to explain that? Well, it really ain't, we passed that now. Ain't really nothing to talk about. But my favorite, but my favorite is Mac 10. Mac 10 was my favorite. Mac 10 is the trillest human being that was ever on Vlad TV. He don't answer no questions. Vlad like, hey, they say they say that, Common from Chicago, when Ice Cube was beefing with Common in Chicago, and he was beefing also with Be Real of what's the name of the group, man? Him, DJ Muggs, Sin Dog, Cypress Hill. He was beefing with Cypress Hill, and they said you had to get involved in that. And they said that you also beat up Ice Cube's nephew, his brother-in-law, and this and that, and you did this and did that. Is that true? Mac 10 say, who told you that? That was Mac 10 answer. He say, who told you that? He say, well, I heard it from Sunday. It's on the blogs. He say, well, if that's what you heard, that's what you heard. And that's it. Shout out to Rick Timms. And that's it. He ain't confirming nothing. He ain't denying nothing. He like, well, like that's his first thing. He said, yeah, man, we heard that such. We heard you had a gun in. Your homie was in your red 6'4 Chevrolet Impala hitting switches, and it was a Chrome 357. They said it was, they got bodies on it. And it hopped, when he was hitting the switches, it hopped in the sky, and you grabbed it out of the sky, and you pointed it. Is that true? Where'd you hear that from? I heard it from some chick in Long Beach, or some chick in Inglewood named Bow-Legged Keisha. Do you know Bow-Legged Keisha? No, I ain't never heard of her. Well, she said she know you and your family. Yeah, I ain't never heard of her. Well, that's what she said. He said, all right, well, if that's what she say, that's what she say. But But what your question is again? Yeah, what about the gun? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, what you talking about? When you heard that, right? He answering no questions, dog.
True.
Somebody said, what about Keefy D, coach? No, Keefy D is the opposite. Keefy D is telling on himself. And Keefy D, like, we talking about people who go on Vlad Fed TV and don't snitch on themselves. I can't put Keefy D in that. Keefy D tell on himself. He in jail right now. Keefy D in jail right now for telling on himself on Vlad TV. Every interview he went to talking. They pulled up Vlad, what he said on Vlad, and that's why he in there right now. Had he kept his mouth closed, he'll be free. Anyways, let me show y'all this. Nigga told on it. Anyways, I digress. Okay, this is AB. Oh, let me read this. I read it yesterday, but I would never think he gonna act with this Al Haymon. Hold on. I would never take legal action against Al Haymon. Some people might say that I'm dumb or brainwashed, but I am a loyal individual, and I know he did things for me that nobody would do. And if I'm owed any money, oh well. Basically, he's saying he charged it to the game. Man, he kept me satisfied. I would never spin the block for retaliation. It is what it is. All right, so, AB? Let me see.
Motherfuckers got it mixed up or what I was saying when I said, I didn't take a check for like 6 years, and I haven't. What I was saying is, I didn't take a check, but whenever I asked Al for money, he gave it to me. Let's say I'd be like, shit, I'm going to such and such fight in Vegas. I'm going here. I need 100,000 for the weekend. I will have 100,000 for the weekend. So, I got, and then every day I was spending thousands and thousands. But it got to a time where it's like, I'm tired of asking you for my money. Just give me all my money and I'll do what I want to do with it. And then he came back and said, shit, ain't no more money. But I was spending money every day, so shit, he probably was right. Probably did spend all that shit.
So the reason why I played that is it's a strong possibility that Floyd Mayweather could have spent a lot of it, most of all of his money. Like you're dealing with an illiterate fighter. And this is no shade to Floyd Mayweather. This is no shade to him. But shout out to my brother, man, A-Sound, man, A-Sound T, and shout out to Rick Timms, man, Southside in this bitch. But you're dealing with an illiterate fighter. This dude is illiterate. He's a great fighter. He can box. He can fight. But when you make, like when Carcito was on here, he say, look, that picture, remember that picture? He said he gave Floyd 2 checks. One was for the Birdo fight, and the other one was for to pay the tax man. You owe taxes. And he said, Floyd looking at him crazy like he didn't understand. You got to pay taxes. Unfortunately. When you're making that kind of money, that puts you in the 40, 38, 39, 40% tax bracket. So that's why they say, like, okay, this is what I was taught. I got a friend of mine. He working with, so he got a lot of money. I'm not saying he Bill Gates or nothing like that, or Warren, he ain't that, but I'm saying in comparison to everyone else who I came up around, this dude, he got it. Multi-millionaire, probably like a couple million, 2, 3 million, I don't know, somewhere up in there, right? But he told me, he say, look, he say, damn, hold on, I forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on, I gotta go back to what AB said. He spent this money. Oh, he said that when I make money, I don't look at it as though I made $100,000. I look at it as though I made 60. Now, of course, there's certain things you could do roll your money in the Roth account. That's non-taxable. However you want to do it, right? Just talk to whoever you want to talk to. I say, why you say that? He say because 40% of that is going to the IRS. I said, okay, cool. Now, he said I got a business, so I know how to get around that. I got to pay some tax, but I know how to pretty much, defer it and get, you know what I mean? Like, people who got money, you got to have some smart people around you who know how to, who understand tax law. Like if you get like what he told me, what he taught me, he said, when you ever get some money, he said the two most important people on your team is going to be a tax law accountant, an accountant that understands tax laws, and a tax law attorney. You don't want to just get no financial advisor or anything like that. You can get that. He said, but when you start making some real money, it's two people you need on your team. You need a tax law attorney, and you need an accountant that understands tax laws. That's what you need. Why? He said because there are tax loopholes that you can use to prevent you from paying so much or doing this and doing that with the IRS. But that information is not available to the average person. It's not openly available. It's out there, but it's not openly available. So you got to get with people who specialize in that. That's what he told me. That's one. So he say, I look at it as though whatever I make, 40% is set to the side. So that ain't me 600,000, right? 60,000. He told me, he said, I only live off of a certain portion of my money. And I've heard I had a couple of celebrities say this as well. A couple of them. I forgot which one. It was like 3 of them. I think it was all white. Well, maybe one was black. I'm not sure, but this is what he told. This is my partner told me. I see him. When did I see him? I think last time I saw him was probably like maybe a couple of weeks ago. But he like, yeah, man, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta live off a smaller portion of what you make. Do you get what I'm saying? Or what you keep. You got to live off a smaller portion. It's not like I made 100,000, so I'm living $100,000 lifestyle. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, and this is the thing, right? When you got someone like a Floyd, like he likes to spend money. He's a compulsive spender and he's a compulsive gambler. Floyd show you, like on social media, Floyd will show you his winnings. But how many? But you don't show the losses because it's expensive trying to keep up an image. Remember his whole moniker. His whole moniker is what? His whole moniker is money made. I got more money than God. I gross over $1 billion in the sport of boxing. I make more money than Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo, just yada, yada, yada. I'm like, shit, at the way things looking, Oscar De La Hoya, coked out and all. Well, I don't know. He might be broke too. See, he going through shit in LA. He owe people $23 million that he defaulted on. A lot of motherfuckers ain't making what you think they got, but they be flogging like they got it. Another thing, somebody in the chat told me something, right? I was looking at Kylie Jenner. I want y'all to see this, right? Lil Boosie was, I saw a video from Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie was talking about, matter of fact, let me see, can I show y'all this? He was talking about, and I'm gonna drop these phone lines because we talking about Floyd Mayweather. Like all this shit is relevant, right? Because I'm like, fam, this dude, no, he put this image up like he got more money than anybody. But in actuality, hold on. Let me see. Here you go, right here. Here you go. I want y'all to see this here. And I'm finna piggyback. I'm finna piggyback right off of what Lil Boosie saying. Now all this is relative to Floyd Mayweather.
But I do want to say, people be thinking we have more money than we have. Every artist who got 50 million ain't got 50 million. Every artist you think got 100 million ain't got 100 million. If we get everybody, we gonna be broke. Juvenile said, if I get everybody, I'm gonna be broke.
So I brought that up. Why? He say we ain't got, he say every artist got up 50 million, ain't got 50 million, 100 million of they ain't got 100 million. Y'all think we got more than what we got. Well, this is a slippery slope. Me and my barber was talking about this too. I say, well, look, fam, you artists put it out there to the public. You publicly flaunt your wealth or material possessions, and you guys are the ones who telling people you got this, you got that. Well, in the black culture, in the Black American culture, in the Black American culture, that hip hop culture and stuff. That's what they do, and that's what they do. I don't want to say we because I don't do it, but for those who that may fit. So it's all about you putting it out there. I got this. I got more than y'all. Cause you brag about you got more money than those who have less than you. You ain't bragging to the white folks that you got more than them. You ain't bragging to the Jews. You ain't bragging to the other white folks in America who rich. You ain't bragging to them. You trying to brag to people that's from your culture that have less than you. You trying to look good for them. Y'all put that out there. Now, oh yeah, we really ain't got what you think we got. Well, nigga, stop lying. True. I met Boosie. All right. He all right, dude. You know what I mean? He all right guy. Met him in Virginia at the Keyshawn Davis Ever De Los Santos fight. Shout out to Miss Connie. What did Miss Connie say? Look at me. Yeah, the look at me lifestyle. Miss Connie, check this out. I don't know if you. I played this. I played this yesterday, right? I played this yesterday. I want y'all to look up something called the ego economy. Ego economy. EGO economy. Ego economy is, it's always important for you to, like currency, like when people like your picture, like your video, or like this or like that, and yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I went out and showed everybody, I got this, I got that. I'm like, Warren Buffett ain't impressed with you. Like, who you trying to impress? You ain't impressing the white folks who cutting your check. You damn sure ain't impressing them. So who face you trying to rub this in? And then come to find out you ain't got the money that you been bragging about. So you been on social media lying like these other people who be lying. Because the real people the real money don't do no talking. People I know, and I don't know nobody nowhere near on the level that some of these guys know, they don't even like talking about money. You don't even know they got it. I know a dude right now. He come to Foster's barbershop. He from Pennsylvania. Now I ain't gonna say his name. He from Pennsylvania. This motherfucker got like, I want to say he got a bunch of dispensaries all throughout Pennsylvania. He got some in Philly, all throughout Pennsylvania. And he have some dispensaries, I want to say in New Jersey. Yeah, I want to say Jersey. I'm not sure. But financially, it's a brother. Financially, he a brother, he in his 40s. He like his early 40s. He like 40, 41, something like that. Yeah, but I think, matter of fact, I think he's from Philly. I'm not sure. I know he's from Pennsylvania. No, I think he's from Philly. Yeah, I think he's from Philly. I don't know which part. I ask him when I see him. You'll never know he got money. And he got some M's. And because he come from the tech world as well. And brother come in there, got some regular jeans on. If you see him, you'll just think, if you see him like these chicks that say they baddies and they boss chicks, The baddies and the boss chicks will walk right by this dude. He about, I don't know, he about 6 feet tall. He's not flashy. He don't wear no jewelry. Got a regular Apple Watch. I got like, well, where's my fucking watch at? My bad. I'm just talking about my watch time. I gotta find my watch. Anyway, yeah, like they'll never know. This nigga got it. He wanted to do that be talking to me about just financial advice, money and stuff like that, what to do with it, how to, so I'll be talking to him, you know what I mean? Just like, bro, like the entertainment culture and boxing is and Floyd Mayweather, and you see, you gotta understand, right? Like with Floyd always wanted to, he came from nothing. So by him coming from nothing, he, it's very important to him that I show y'all I got it. But who are you showing it to? You trying to show off to us, and then now you really ain't got it. And now you want a motherfucker to feel sorry for you. So I hear what Boosie's saying, but Boosie, a lot of motherfuckers look at what Boosie says the Bible. I'm like, nigga, whatever. But I'm like, Boosie, he the same way.
I got 7 brothers and sisters, and a mom and dad. I give each y'all 100,000, I'm broke. If I really look out like you want me to look out, it's gone. I'm not siding with glow or blow because that's.
So he said I got 7 brothers and sisters and his mom and dad. If he give all them 100,000, he broke. So that's $900,000. Okay. I mean, I ain't got 900,000, but I'm just saying. So, but my thing is a lot of these people be flogging. So it's a strong possibility that Floyd was spending a lot of his money. Again, this guy's illiterate. He got new friends now as well. Don't nobody know money like them new friends. I showed y'all the video of the new friends he got. They know money. And if they got a tool or a fool that's up there pledging allegiance, I'm like, my nigga, you pledge allegiance to them, but you won't even pledge allegiance to us. I noticed when Floyd was up there with those guys at the Jewish Republican Coalition Committee, Floyd wasn't talking about, I got, I got money. I got more money than y'all. You know what I mean? Like I said before, he wasn't talking about, like I said before. You notice he was on his best behavior. He was shucking the jive and buck dancing for butter biscuits for them, for the small hats. But it wasn't how he do when he around, when he on social media around us. It wasn't showing off his wealth. I got more than you. He wasn't talking about this guy right here. He's my Jonah. That's my Jewish brother. And if you got a problem with him, you got a problem with me. That's what Floyd said. I said, okay, it's interesting. It's going to be very, very hard for me to feel sorry for Floyd Mayweather. You blowed your money. You ain't got nothing. You blowed your money. You ain't broke like you could be working at McDonald's. But that 400 million oh yeah, matter of fact, I'm glad. Hold on, that was shout out to that 90s chick. That 90s chick just reminded me of something. Hold on, Kylie Jenner. Hold on. Cause I want to show y'all something. Let's go to bookmarks. That 90s chick told me, cause like look, they be throwing all this bullshit around. Jigga Man, Jay-Z, he worked for Billy. He the first hip-hop billionaire. All this bullshit. Niggas be, hold on. Where is that? And I'm like, why is it so important for you to put that new news and information out there that you the first hip-hop billionaire and all this stuff there? And I'm like, where these people be getting this information from? Matter of fact, let's look up Kylie Jenner. She say, Hold on, net worth. Hold on, net worth. See, now I got to show y'all this, right? Because I want to show y'all the Floyd game in full effect. This the Floyd, shout out to her for telling the truth. I want to show y'all the Floyd. This the Floyd game right here. And my homie and my partner was talking, right? He said, man, nobody lie more than famous people. Because famous people, a bunch of people will believe whatever they say because they famous. We know they famous, got money, so if he say he got $1 billion, they got $1 billion. You get what I'm saying? But no. Shout out to Kylie Jenner. This right here, say Kylie Jenner net worth is estimated around $670 million, though previous claims by Forbes of her being a billionaire were retracted due to alleged inflated figures from her team, making her a very wealthy but not a self-made billionaire in the way initially reported. Her wealth primarily comes from her success with beauty empire, Kylie Cosmetics, leveraging her massive social media presence from keeping up with the Kardashians. Don't you know celebrities do this all the time? She had to rectify the record. I remember they reporting that she was a billionaire. Forbes. I told y'all how the Forbes work. Do y'all remember? Listen, people don't be confirming and verifying a lot of stuff because you're rich and famous and you might have signed a deal or two. They don't know the details of the deal. Somebody from Floyd's team, Floyd just bought a skyscraper in Dubai. You know that skyscraper worth $1 billion. It is, yeah. And Floyd getting 10% of that. He is, yeah. He getting 100 million. Yeah, he getting 100 mil. You know, and then add that to his net worth. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather got a net worth of 500 million. And then people will Google it. They'll go on Google. You get what I'm saying?
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Well, Google said, hey, Floyd got this. Yeah. Well, that pretty much. I mean, that pretty much how it go. So let's do this. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all how to use Google. Cause y'all don't know how to use Google. I'm gonna drop these phone lines. The source came from Forbes. See, Google, when y'all pull stuff up on Google, y'all see this right here? This is the source from which Google is pulling this information from. You dig? So when you go here, they pulled it from andsimple.co. They pulled it from right here, Entertainment Newsletter, News Nation. They pulled it from Parade, and they pulled it from Wikipedia, and they pulled it from, you get what I'm saying? So, and they pulled it from Axios. So what you do, you gotta go to Axios and see where they got their information from. This is how you vet it. And then you gotta go to Wikipedia, where you got your information from. They just told us, right? You gotta go to Parade. Where did you get your information from? And you gotta go to News Nation and see where did they get their information from. You gotta click on these and see what they sources say. And go to andsimple and see what they sources say. Now if they say, well, look, we got it all from Forbes. So Forbes, where do you get this information from? Forbes got it from somebody from Kylie Jenner's team called us and told us. So we updated the information. Oh, okay. Do you know who it is? No. No or no? No? Okay, no. Okay, cool. So that's how that works. So the average person will go on Google, look it up, not knowing to check the source from which Google is pulling the information from. They don't know that. Because you got to check the source, and then you got to check the source. You got to check where that source got it from, until you get down to the bare bones of it. Until you get down to the primary. But what we're looking for is what? We're looking for a primary source of information. What's primary source of information? Where the information originated from. Because I can tell y'all something, and then Swat Jones can hear it, and then he'll tell Schoolo, and then Schoolo will tell Markevion, then Markevion to tell Cooking with Sir Senior. Then by the time they get to Cooking with Sir Senior, the story is totally different from the original. And then the original guy who said it, he lied. So Forbes had to retract it. So what that tell me? Forbes make mistakes. celebrities do this all the time. They lie about what they really got. Floyd Mayweather ain't no different. Now, I know a Flomo gonna get on here, oh, you hating on Floyd. But you ain't gonna say I'm hating on Kylie Jenner. Because it don't fit your racial narrative. You dig? True. Yeah, that's what it be. That's what it be. They just be flogging. They just be flogging. That's all. Just be flogging. You get what I'm saying? So again, I just use that as an example. So yeah, the celebrity is rich, but they rich in comparison to me and you, the average everyday folk. They are privileged. Like I look at Wilder. Wilder crying, talking about he a victim. Look how they did me. They did me wrong. And I'm like, okay, Wilder, hold on. Hold on, fam, I'm lost. You a country bumpkin from Alabama. Although you barely can speak the English language correctly, you have been able to amass a lot of wealth over a period of time with the help of them good white folks. Good white folks like JD's. Good white folks like the old white man who took you to the gym. Good white folks like Shelly Finkel, who is a part of the White Hats community. Good white folks like Cosmo and Donato from the LGBT community, the alphabet community. So I'm like, I mean, they've been, like, what are you talking about, fam? Like, what are you so, shout out to Miss Connie. What are you so upset? Like, what's the problem? I'm looking for some good white folks now to put some money in my pocket. I would love to be assaulted with a bag full of money. Hit me in the head with a money bag. I would be grateful. I know what to do with it myself when I get it. Because I don't blow money before. I say, boy, when I get it this time, and I'm almost there. But I said, when I get it this time, again, it's going to be different because you learn from your mistakes. In society, in the entertainment world, and boxing is entertainment, sports entertainment. You know what they say, right? Behind every rich black man, there's a good white man. True. Hey, but if they say behind, listen, or they say behind every rich black man, there's a Jew. Shout out to the Jewish community. And that's what I'm saying about 50. I say, look, when they finish with you, they gonna do you like they did the rest of them niggas that came before you. You can make all the documentaries all you want about Diddy, and I ain't not an apologist for Diddy. You can troll whoever you want to troll. You can put this tough guy gangster persona on, and he probably, or whatever. I ain't never known to do no tough shit, but I don't think I ever known about the brother. He got shot 9 times. That's what he said. I don't even know if that's true. I know you for being a victim of a gunshot wound. That's your claim to fame. In your songs. That don't make you tough. Getting shot don't make you tough. Yeah, I got shot. Yeah. Tupac used to do that too. Yeah, I got shot 5 times. I'm still breathing. I'm going to keep my mouth closed on that one. Yeah. Ain't nothing to brag about, fam. You was a victim. of a gunshot wound. That's all it was. You were just a victim of a gunshot wound, brother. That's it. Ain't nothing tough about that. What I look like walking in the room with my chest out. Yeah, nigga, I got shot 5 times. Nigga, I got shot 9 times. Nigga, what's up? Got shot right here in the jaw. Took it like a G. Got hit again in my right arm. Took 2 to the chest like it wasn't nothing. Took another one in my calf. You dig? And I survived it. Oh, okay, so you just a survivor of a gunshot wound. That's all. You got shot 9 times, you survived it. That's all. That's all it is. They took that. Bro, they took that. right, nigga took off. He hooked up with Eminem, Drake, Jimmy Iovine, and yeah, they monetized it. Coming on stage with the bulletproof vest. I say, man, these niggas right, boy, these smellable, boy. I say, boy, ooh, them small hats are mug. To this day. Boy, they marketed the hell out of that. I'm like, well, damn, I got shot too. That was shit. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. Nigga, I thought I would die. Nigga, I was laughing and I was crying and I was laughing. I was crying. No people stick what they call the catheter or whatever it's called. They stick this through the hole of your of your private part. They stick that in there. You know what I mean? And you're gonna be using the bathroom through that. They did all that. I'm like, man, that shit went. I'm like, I don't know what these motherfuckers was bragging about and celebrating. And nigga, this wasn't. I got airlifted. They put me in the helicopter and flew me to Tampa General Hospital. I got airlifted. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I got hit right here. You know, went in right there, came out right there. Gratefully, it didn't hit the spine, and then I got hit. They know what I mean? That ain't nothing to brag about, bro. I ain't bragging about, nigga. I was a victim that night. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was a victim that night. Dude almost unalived me. That ain't nothing to brag about. That did not make me tough. Ain't nothing tough about getting shot. True. So it's just the stuff, bro. Again, let me drop these phone lines. Hold on. I got to show Wilder. Let me show y'all my brother Wilder. Man, I don't know man. I think something wrong with him too, man. Cause I want to talk about Wilder too. I think something wrong with Wilder, man. Like I really do, fam. Like I really think something wrong with him. I really think something wrong with Wilder. Bro, like. It's like something wrong with all these PBC fighters. Got AB, Jamal Charlo, he drunk, whatever, ayahuasca, whatever. I don't know the hell he on. Jamal, he cocking his neck back. He give off bad bitch energy. Errol Spence, he embracing his Jamaican side now because he is Jamaican American. So he rocks the Bummer Clyde, the Bummer Clyde, Errol Spence now. So we finna find out what's up. Y'all said that Crawford don't get no credit for beating him because he had a car accident and he had cataract surgery. Okay, then after Crawford beat him, he messed up the other eye and he got cataract surgery on the other eye. So now, so if Tim Tszyu were to win, whenever Errol Spence come back, I believe it when I see it. Because he's supposed to fight this summer. That's what they say. He's supposed to come back this summer. So that's going to be 3 years. So he's going to be 3-year ring rust, coming off a knockout loss, 2 cataract surgeries, and a car accident. I want to know what the arrow. Nah, I'm trying to be respectful because I used to call, there's a certain segment of the Errol Spence fans, I call them aerosexuals. Them were the ones who was threatening me. The aerosexuals was the ones who were threatening me. I bought it every last one of them digitally, of course. You know what I mean? Because I'm with this. I am with the shits. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too old to be with the shits. I'm telling you, something you got to clown these niggas. When they come over here clowning, we clowning back. It is what it is. But anyway, Wilder look like somebody off the Matrix right here. He got that long coat. He like 6'7". Wilder got the coat on. Look at Wilder.
My faith only gets stronger and stronger with the things that I go through. He said, you got to go through it to get to it. But I won't put no more on you that you can't bear. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. You know what I mean? I understand that. This is not for the weak. With all the
now this dude, look at that Wilder. Now he don't interview. Now he always interview Wilder, right? This guy right here, he the one that he interviewed the Glam Squad. The Glam Squad are the ones who make Deontay Wilder's costumes. To this day. He interviewed them, and that's how I found out about the Glam Squad through this reporter right here. He been around a long time. What's his name? Let me see what the brother name. Let me see what his name is. I thought he was sweet, but he got a wedding band on, but that don't mean nothing. His name is Karan Batia. Now you know what? I looked up his Instagram page. Now he married to a woman. He married to a wife. But yeah, still, I still see a little bit of sugar. I still see a bit. Hey, shout out to Mika. I still see a little sugar though. I see some sugar right there. That's just me.
The things I've had to go through, it only was a test for a greater testimony. You understand me? It's a test.
Look how this dude look at that Wilder. He like, man, this nigga crazy. Wilder talk about so all the things I went through. Wilder talk like, hey, Miss Connie. Wilder talk like he just like, yeah, dog. I was working in the cotton fields and roots, and that what they did to me, and I was able to survive that. And it just made me stronger. You do know that you richer than the guy that's interviewing you, right? You do know that you have privilege. Yeah, you got rich black privilege. Because not only are you a black American, but you are rich. So you got access to resources that the average motherfucker don't have. A regular white person don't have more privilege than Deontay Wilder. Contrary to Wakanda belief. I told y'all, this shit about classism. It's about the have and the have-nots. Bro, I be driving down the street. I go to the store, right? Winn-Dixie. There's a white guy, poor-looking white dude. He got a dog with him. He's sitting there with a cardboard box. Not a box. He got a cardboard with some words written on it. Looking sad, had the head down. Wilder ride by him in a Bentley. Look what they doing to me. They oppressing me. They oppressing me. To this day. You don't understand what I has to go through. But he's saying all this from a Bentley. White dude sitting there, got a dog with fleas, looking ragged. He got some dirty ass Nikes on with holes in them, hoping that you give him $100 bill or something. Who got more privilege? The old white dude, the white dude that's homeless, sitting on the curb, or Deontay Wilder? True. He white, but he white, but guess what? He ain't privileged. If I were to get locked up for a crime and he get locked up for a crime, who you think the judge go sentence first to get the most time? I said, what poor white dude? What you mean? Nigga, you rich. You gonna get the best lawyers that money can buy. True. Contrary to popular belief. Oh, that's not true. They do anything and don't nothing happen to them. Shit, I was locked up. I was locked up with some white folks that had life in prison, fam. How they got life? Explain how he got life. Cause he got life. He ain't getting out. You dig? Anyway, let's go back over to our good brother. Shout out to Al Haymon.
That's for a greater testimony, and that's just it. You know, and just the way it only was a test for a greater testimony. You understand that you can't bear. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. You know what I mean? I understand that. This is not for the weak. You know, with all the things I've had to go through, it only was a test for a greater testimony. You understand me? It's a test for a greater testimony, and that's just it. You know, and just the way I feel now, the things that I had to go through, the trials and the tribulation outside of the ring. You know, it's nothing inside of the ring. It's outside.
So why to talk about the trials and the tribulations he had to go through outside the ring? I'm like, fam, like, nigga, what trials? Everybody go through stuff in life. You know what I mean? But, okay. You sleeping with your brother who broke and ain't got no money. Girlfriends. That's a trial and tribulation right there. You got two good white managers who put millions of dollars in your pocket. That's a trial and tribulation right there. You put millions of dollars in Tyson Fury pocket when he was high on coke, weighing 700 pounds, contemplating about unaliving himself. You did all of that. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, all of that. That was a trial and tribulation right there. What made that a trial and tribulation? Because, it backfired. You thought that, you were going to win. That shit ain't work out. And now you ain't been the same since. And I get it. I ain't going to lie. If a nigga whoop my ass if a white dude whoop my ass on Black History Month in front of all of my fellow Foundation of Black Americans, bro, I'll probably be crying too. True. That right there did something to him psychologically, to me.
Out of the ring of things, and I feel like I don't even supposed to be here right now, because of the things, and it's like a fish being transported into another water, and if it's not the right temperature that it's used to, that it was in, it's gonna get shocked.
Man, what? See, this was what the brother from Alabama said, right? He said, "Look, this would be making me mad about Wilder. He be trying to sound all philosophical and stuff, but he country with it. See, so he trying to sound all philosophical. He be mispronouncing words, ain't making no sense. But he got a lot of money though. He rich.
You know what I mean? And it just feel like the things that had happened to me with certain people and loved ones is like a shock to me, and I can't believe it. And sometimes that shock can be like detrimental to your heart, and to the point like, I can't believe it. Out of all the things I've done for you, your children, your family, when you had done nothing for me or mine, it ain't even equal. And you would do this to me out of all people. You forgot you was almost homeless. You forgot your kids wasn't eating.
Oh, he talking about Telly. He talking about Telly. Cause he said when he found Telly, yeah, man, she wasn't even a sis. She was a nurse's assistant. You see what I'm saying? She wasn't even no registered nurse. She had just lost her job, and she was trying to take care of her mamas, her baby daddies, and her babies, her sons. And you know what I did? I saved her. I put food on her table. I took her and I moved her into my mansion in Alabama, and I took care of her. And I put her son and her baby daddy on my wheel. And this the thanks I get. So this is what he's referring to. He didn't say her name, but that's what he's talking about.
Forgot they didn't have clothes. But I was the only one that you could depend on. You prayed for me, and I asked God to help me to help you. So with that being said, man, my mind is just so.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, man. I think something wrong. All jokes aside, I think something wrong with Wilder, bro. I think something is wrong with Wilder. Like seriously, I say, man, you know what, man? Something wrong with this dude up here, man. Something is. Shout out to Ham. Ham, what's going on, fam? I say something wrong with this dude. Nah, you know what I mean? Like something, something. I'm like, damn, man, like I ain't never seen a nigga so rich complain so much. Like, goddamn, I ain't never seen a dude so rich complain so much. You got more privilege than the average white man in America. There's a rich black man right now, probably like a Willie D or a Deontay Wilder. They're sweeping down their oppressed. Like, listening to them, you would think that, yeah, as soon as I walk down the street or just come outside, them people just beats me and jumps on me and just do everything to me, and they do this and that, and you don't understand. I can't go nowhere because they, like, literally, you are on a white, check this out. This man got so much, let me show how much privilege he got. You are on a white podcast in the UK. Yelling, screaming, yelling at that good white man. Yelling at that good white man, Simon Brown. It ain't nothing happened to you, fam. You yelled at him, you were screaming. You look like you were about to cry. Derek Chisora gave you some water, then he gave you some tissue.
To this day.
The dude you arguing with, you got more money than him. You living better than Simon Brown. He was dude named Simon. I've got a name. You got way more money than him. I'm like, you know, I'm trying to. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, well, shit, I need that kind of oppression. That's all I'm saying. What did he say? He said us as black people just got to stop hating on one another. I agree with that. We got to stop hating on one another. That's why I agree. Know why I agree with that? Because I didn't like the fact that Wilder hated on Mark Breland. Black man hating on another black man. I agree with that. I don't like the fact that Floyd Mayweather, black man, hating on another black man and Al Haymon. Throwing a man name under the bus when he saved him. So I agree with you on that. You're right about that. See, y'all see how I flipped that? I know what he was trying to say, but y'all see how I flipped that?
It's beautiful. It's good to feel good to be back mentally like I need to be. Physically is never left. You know what I mean? Mentally, if your mind goes, so does the body and everything else. It was like when I got into the ring, it's like the bell say ding, is like a hypnosis type of state of being that I would be in. And I couldn't understand, like, what the hell is going on? Yeah.
So he said when the bell ring, it's like a hypnosis type state of being. Yes, you know, and y'all know what that reminded me of, Mama Hofield. You know, my son, I hypnotized Floyd. So he said, man, wow, damn, Wilder.
So after the Parker fight, do another one. And like, all right, I think I got it. It's trials and tribulations. I'm going through trials and tribulations trying to figure it out, what's going on. With the Zane fight, same thing. A hypnosis happened again, like. Yeah. But Parker, Joseph, you know, me and Joseph are good friends. You know, we talk. You know, and he told me he came up to me, at the event. He was like, he talking about it again, you know, and he's like, something was wrong with you in that fight. You wasn't you. Without us even speaking about nothing, he's like, something wrong. I know something was, but that's not you.
He said, hey man, Miss Gotti. He said, yeah, after the fight, Joseph Parker talked to me. He said, man, something was wrong with you, man. Hey, shout out to Doug right side. That's not you. Yeah, something was wrong with him. He was getting his ass whooped. True. What's up, shit? Hey, shout out. Hey, shout out to Miss Gotti. Hey, Miss Gotti, boy. Hey, Miss Gotti. Hey, Miss Gotti, you better listen. You better tell them fools. They better ask somebody. Better ask somebody. I'm not the 1, 2, 3, 4, 05. I'm a Wakanda nigga killer. You better ask somebody about me, fam. You come over here, boy. I'm quick with it. I'm sharp. I swear I'm sharp. Undefeated. Matter of fact, let me drop these phone lines just in case somebody in the chat want to call and say something. But I want to play this here, right? Y'all know me. I don't duck no smoke now. We do not duck smoke. We don't believe in that.
Ain't you, brother? I know. I said, bro, I had to put him to the side like, yeah, bro, something. Because I don't talk about my personal problems. Mm-hmm. You know? For what? So it's so many opinions. But not talking about it and spread it to the world will leave speculations on you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Unwanted speculation where people throw emotional garbage your way and they believe anything. Nowadays, they'll believe anything without going to do their own homework. They follow behind the first thing that's been said. And
this is the problem. Everything everybody's saying about Wilder is things that you said out of your mouth. Wilder and shout out to Wilder. See, sometimes, this what get me with these low IQ fools on YouTube boxing. Telling the truth is looked upon as hate. Telling the truth is looked upon as hate. When telling the truth is a crime in the world of lies, the truth teller is always the one to get vilified. Let me repeat that. Telling the truth is a crime in the world of lies. and the truth teller would be the one to get persecuted. I told y'all, the slow niggas always the last ones to realize that they were slow. I was looking at this true story. I was looking at some of the LDBC channels, right? I looked at, I'm very transparent. I looked at Drew Titan. I looked at that was yesterday. Drew Titan. And I looked, no, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Yes, yesterday and this morning. Yesterday and this morning. For part of like, it wasn't much. It's probably like 20 minutes because I had a lot of shit to do, right? And BFTB and 7-8. And I brought them up specifically because those guys were some of the main ones that they are diehard Deontay Wilder supporters, and they was pushing, they pushed that if you say anything bad about or say anything, because no one is above criticism. If you criticize the wrong black man, you looked upon as a coon and a sellout and all that stuff there, right? And these guys were so pro Al Haymon. They was Haymonites. And so pro PBC. I'm telling you, if y'all go back and look at your favorite YouTube channels, your big channels, all of these dudes was preaching the same thing before I came on YouTube and after I came on YouTube. Now those same channels are singing a different tune. And they have forgotten about all the stuff they said before and all the people who they vilified online and threatened and said when they see them, they're going to do A, B, C, and D. So I'm listening to Drew Titan. Shout out to that brother, whatever. He say when he see me, he gonna do something to me or whatever. Good luck with that. He spoke about the PBC. He's talking about Al Haymon. I didn't listen to all of it, but it was something along the lines of, because I only listened to it for like maybe 15 minutes. 15, 20, something like that. Multitasking, y'all know how I do it. He was talking about Al Haymon and what Floyd suing Al, and Al is this and Al is that. And I'm like, damn. And then he gave props to Fred Barbershop Conversations. He said, yeah, Fred was right all along. But Fred was getting attacked. Again, I don't fuck with Fred. Fred don't fuck with me. But Fred was getting attacked for saying the things he said about Al Haymon in his business practices. He was getting attacked by them same dudes who praising him now, who saying he was right. Drew Titan was one of them. Like I say, a lot of these dudes, like I know a lot of these dudes, bro, I'm telling you, when I tell y'all I was the Black Thanos, Black Freezer, shout out to Miss Steph. I was the one that was looked upon as going against the grain. I was right. The fool, always the last one to see it for what it is, to wake up. Oh, you one of them smart fools. Yeah. So are they attacking the black men? Are they attacking each other? Because when I was calling that same stuff out, look, man, they talking about Terrence Crawford. This is a jet black man from Omaha, Nebraska. It was all good to talk about him. See, they like to pick and choose. They like to pick and choose when they want to talk the black man, white man talk. They like to pick and choose when they want to talk about, yeah, man, we got to start talking about each other because you don't like the fact that I'm talking about the nigga who you worshiping. And everything I'm saying, I'm not talking about him. I'm taking his words out of his mouth. It's public information. with a Tank Davis avatar. Nigga, please.
To this day. Nigga, please.
You can't make this up. Let's continue.
By the time they tell the next person, they done add on some to the story that ain't even true. And if you're not the type of person that'll get out and publicly express yourself and all that, or have a PR person to try to defend you and stuff, people run with what they hear, you know? And that's fine with me because I have no problem with people laughing or speaking to me in a negative light because it doesn't apply to me. So I don't take no offense because it doesn't apply to me. I only take offense to...
Man, the man said he don't take no offense. But shit, I remember when Joey Scott, I want to say around 2022, I remember when Joey Scott, Deontay Wilder's current strength and conditioning coach right now, hell, I remember when he called me telling me that people from his Wilder's team or on that side or whoever that is what he told me. Because I remember when it happened. I let you guys know on the show that when it happened. The next day. Yeah, dog. Man, you know, it's a lot of stuff you saying about Wilder. Man, a lot of people on this side talking crazy, man. They don't like that, man. They talking about doing something to you. I just know King. He was real nice. He was real nice. He said, "Yeah, King. Brother. King. We got the." And I polite because Joey Scott is in Florida with me. I got a lot of family in Miami. My son lives in Miami right now, right? And lived in Miami 20 years, in Carroll City. So I'm like, when he said that, so when Wilder say they don't take down person that don't get to me, I'm like, bullshit. Niggas was watching my videos, and then you get what I'm saying? And I politely told that brother, I say, fam, I'm not one of these YouTube cats. I come from a certain background. I've been through some things in life. And I'm not that guy. I'm not by myself. It's a bunch of us. I'm just the one on camera. So whatever it is that those guys on that side, Mr. Joey Scott, want to do, if they bring their ass here to the Gunshine State, talking about doing anything to Coach Malachi based on his opinion, they're going to be disappointed. Tell him that. Tell him I said that. I'm not no mark, fam. This is what I told Joey Scott. God's my witness. True, true, true. Them niggas was taking that shit serious. Because let me tell you something. When you're dealing with a grown-ass man that have grown man responsibilities, have people that's counting on him, and people who we have to take care of, it's a whole nother ball game. Do you get what I'm saying? I got people counting on me. I plan on coming through. If you got people counting on you, and you got kids, a woman, or whoever that's counting on you to take care of, that better be your priority, fam. Because if you're going to throw that away on some ego shit, so be it. You need to get your priorities straight, though. That's all I'm saying. Get your priorities straight. So it is what it is. That's all. Anyways.
Things that apply to me, and then how I react from it, I choose my heart and not my emotions. Because if you choose your emotions, you will regret 9 times out of 10 what you say and what you do.
So he said, I choose my heart and not my emotions. Bro, that's not... Ooh, Lord have mercy. Wilder is clearly lying right here. You very... Bro, okay, you choose your heart and not your emotions. Okay.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house. contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
In my opinion, something wrong with Wilder. I think it's Tyson Fury. That Tyson Fury fight, and between that, the ayahuasca, them yes men around him, bro. Some did something like this dude. He wasn't like this, bro. I really hope that Wilder find himself. I hope he find himself, bro, and come back to what he was prior to Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder after Fury is a total different Wilder before Fury.
So when I speak from my heart. I do things from my heart because when I choose my heart, I mean what I said and what I did. It ain't no taking it back.
It's well said, and I know you have a busy media day as we look forward to your fight with Derek Chisora in April. So I'm just going to ask you one final question here. You spoke about everything that you've gone through, and in boxing, you've had amazing success. 43 wins, 43 of those by knockout. 44 wins, 43 of those by knockout. So you've had amazing success in boxing. But you spoke about everything you've been through outside of boxing, and you've been open about that. And I'm curious about if you have any words of wisdom for people watching, and everyone's on their own different journeys, but you've gone through things in the ring where you've gone down, you've had to get back up, and now you're still competing at such a high level. But you've also done that outside of the ring. So just to close it out, any words of wisdom from you?
Oh man, these are the moments that I'm still here as well, because in the world it's so easy to give up. It's so easy to throw the white flag up and say I surrender to the world. See, if you're going to surrender to God and let him come in. Jesus Christ, Son of God, come into my life, come into my soul, come into my heart. Give me, you understand me? That's powerful. So if I surrender, it's surrender into him and not to the world. But you can't give up, especially those that love and believe in the higher power. He said, you don't have to believe in me small. It's a mustard seed. You know how small that is? I'm microscopic. And I shall give you the desire of your heart because I love you so much. He wants us to hold his hand and not for us to hold his.
You know what? Wilder should just start preaching at this point. Because I know his daddy a preacher. I think what Wilder need to do once boxing is over with, build him a church in Alabama, hook up with TD Jakes, hook up with what's the other preacher's name? The ones who evangelical like what's all the black preachers? He need to hook up the black. Y'all give me some of the black preachers' name. I know TD Jakes. He's the only one I know. It's some other ones. What's the ones that Drewski was making fun of? We got Creflo Dollar. Shout out to Creflo. We got TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar. We got Reverend Price. I remember him, Reverend Price. Eddie Long. Eddie Long don't passed away though. Eddie Long don't passed away. You know what I mean? Eddie Long is gone, but you make a valid point. You make a valid point, Marquise. You know what I mean? I just think Wilder should just, at this point, I think boxing, shout out to New Country. Boxing ain't his thing no more, man.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Phone lines open.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. So the question is I have today is, Adrien Broner took up for Al. He acknowledged that he blowed a lot of money himself, and he's saying if Al did owe him money, oh well, so be it. He'll never, turn on Al or sue him or nothing of that sort. Floyd Mayweather made some new friends, and now he's suing Showtime and Stephen Espinosa. But Stephen Espinosa works for the PBC right now. He works for Al Haymon. Right now, 2026, he's working over there with the PBC. Stephen Espinosa. So, me personally, Floyd spent a lot of money, bro. It's very well possible that he could have spent most of his money because of this persona. If you're addicted to, like, I remember I was talking to one of the brothers who did security for Michael Jackson. Oh, Captain Curtis. You in the Nation of Islam, you know L5 out of Atlanta, Georgia. Captain Curtis. He was over the. He was the captain over the southern region. Him and brother Minister Van Muhammad back in the 90s, and then he became a part of the L5 security team. L5 is a category 5, like tornado or something of that sort. L5. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me see what somebody sent me a text. I don't know who that is. Hold on. What you say, fam? Hold on, let me see something.
Why?
Hold on, I gotta make sure y'all can hear me, because I don't know if y'all can hear me or not still. All right, good, y'all can hear me. So he kind of like, you know, he's a compulsive spender and a gambler. Ain't no telling how much money he lost gambling. And for what I'm hearing, Floyd Mayweather is a high ticket gambler. He gonna bet $1 million, $500,000. You know what I mean? So, and he show his wins, but one thing we do know about gamblers, they lose more than they win. So if Floyd showed, well, I just won $1.5 million. I bet it on this game. Okay, but you lost $3-4 million last week. So that 1.5. You made half of that $3 million you lost back. That's all. Do you get what I'm saying? They show their wins, but they never show their losses. So I'm like, man, it just wouldn't surprise me that this dude, he buying $20 million watches. He going to Dubai. Everybody's suing him. You know, so I'm like, man, you know. And everything was good all this time. So I see where Adrien Broner coming from, because AB, it seemed like he's kind of like accepting accountability. Like, you know what? He got mad at Al. Now I've always said this. If I was ever somebody's advisor or manager, or whatever the case may be, and I'm not going to be responsible for your money. I'm not going to be responsible for your money at all. Shout out to Bishop. He say Floyd is a whale to the casino. Yeah. Listen. He's spending all his money, blowing it left and right, and he's illiterate. He can't read. So when you are illiterate, rich man, rich fool, you are prey to those who wear suits and have master's degrees in economics or bachelor's degrees in finances. Regardless of who that person may be, whatever their race, nationality, color, or creed is, doesn't matter. The most important thing is, all you know how to do is go out there and make the money with the gift that God gave you. Money, you know, making money is a science. It's an art. You got to know how to keep that shit. You got to know how to make it work for you. I don't know everything about it. My goddamn self, I made a lot of financial mistakes myself. Nowhere near on the level of Floyd, because I ain't never had that kind of money. But what I'm saying is if this dude is so easy to got like that, if he's saying what Al did, just imagine what his new friends is doing to him. His new friends. Just imagine that. Imagine what his new friends is doing. Imagine. He's not the smartest guy in the world. Now there's a Flomo that's going to be in the chat that's going to say, I'm hating on the black man Floyd. No, I'm defending the black man Al Haymon. This is black on black. Because these dudes are slow. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. It's down there. These dudes are slow. I told y'all. I roll these dudes up. I don't even smoke blunts, but I roll these dudes up in the blunt and smoke them. It's too easy. And from an intellectual standpoint, they nowhere near on my level. Like literally. I got a GED, but I got a high IQ. General, I got a GED. But I have what makes me have a high IQ? Because I have a master's degree in common sense. My mama had an 8th grade education. My mother, right? She dropped out of school and had to go to work and all that stuff there, you know. She came, you know, my mom was born in the 40s, so, you know, times was different back then. But she knew how to read, she knew how to write, she knew basic math. And my mama used to tell me this here. She say, I don't care how many degrees you have. She say the best sense to have is common sense. Most things, most problems that you have in life, or most things that you go through in life can be avoided just with a little common sense. If you just use your common sense, a perfect example. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Because I want to pull this up. Let's say let's say I were to believe, let's go look at images. Let's say I were to believe that, you know, I fought this fighter. And I honestly believe that you had something in your glove the size of an egg weight, which would explain why I have a dent on the side of my head. And they have a bunch of fools honestly take this and run with it and attack anybody, LWC, shout out to those guys, but attack anybody who don't agree with this narrative. And I used to ask this question. I said, well, I used to, hold on. Oh, here go the pen. I'm looking for my pen. So my common sense kicked in, right? Because what happens is when you try to put certain narratives, when your entire premise or talking point is based on a narrative, and your narrative is devoid of common sense, someone like myself look like a genius. Because those who lack common sense represents the lie in the narrative. Those who use common sense, have common sense, they use their critical thinking skills and they ask questions. Asking a question is not hating on someone who looks like you. I'm using my common sense. Shout out to Mike Larry. I'm gonna give y'all what I'm talking about. Let me read this super chat. Yeah, I'm using my common sense. Shout out to Zepper for dropping that damn dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said, good show, coach. I appreciate that, fam. Shout out to Mike Larry. For dropping that half. I'm sorry about that. For dropping that bam dub on your boy. Shout out to Mike.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Caller, hold on. Hey, you know what, guys? Hey, Mike. Shout out to Mike Zepper. Shout out to Chris Laird. Y'all know what time it is. I got to hit y'all with the Huggy Bear.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I asked myself, this is an egg weight. This is the one I used to use when I used to box when I was a teenager. This egg weight weighs 3 pounds. This one. They got different kinds. Egg weight 3 pounds. This one right here a little smaller. This said 1.5 pounds. This and that, right? And I asked myself, how is it possible for me to fit this in my glove and punch somebody with it? Don't you know some motherfuckers that believe right now that Tyson Fury had egg weights in his glove and he hit Wilder? And any black man that don't believe that is a cool Uncle Tom sellout. Don't you know there's motherfuckers online right now that believe this? Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Mitchell from Chicago.
Mitchell, talk to me.
I didn't call in yesterday, but I heard you talking about the Floyd Mayweather lawsuit again, and I was wondering, do you think with Derrick James when he was suing Errol Spence, do you think that will ever lead back to what's going on now with Floyd Mayweather and him suing Errol Spence? Do you think it'll be connected in any type of way with Al Haymon?
No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think so, because I think whatever arrangement that Derrick James had with Errol Spence, I think that was between them. And now from what I've heard, I haven't proved it, but I haven't confirmed it. But from what I've heard, I heard that he was supposed to get Derrick James a certain percentage of his purse, and Al Haymon told Spence, "No, don't give him that. Give him this amount." And he paid Derrick James the money that Al told him to pay him, but he didn't pay him the money he was supposed to pay him. So that's what Derrick James sued Errol Spence for right now. I think that lawsuit is still going on. I don't know how long it's going to take. From what I'm hearing, there's no hard feelings against both of them, but it's just that it's business. So yeah, I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but Spence got money and he got to pay the man. So I don't know.
Yeah, and like you make a good point. Like with court, it's a tedious process. You don't know how long it will take, and especially if you're suing somebody like Showtime, who has maybe some of the best lawyers that money can buy.
Yeah.
But with Terrence Crawford stepped into the picture, do you think that Al Haymon took offense of that when Terrence was asking to see? Well, what was Terrence asking for? If I said when he wants to speak to Al, can you speak on that?
Yeah. For what he told me, and pretty much he told me what he said to everybody. He was like, "Look, man, I was trying to, negotiate this deal with Al. He didn't see Al. He wasn't talking to him. He was talking to Al Haymon's representatives, right? It wasn't Sam Watson, was none of that. Whoever attorney or whatever he used, and he was talking to them. And they'll talk to Al, and they'll say Al will say this, and then he'll be like, "No, and then Bud, it was his people, his attorney, and his agent, Ish. I think Ish he's a sporting agent, right? Sports agent." And he was like, "Man, Al was just pretty much trying to F him. Don't give him no back end on the pay-per-view. Wanted him to sit on the shelf. You gonna sign this contract, or we gonna move on and fight Canelo and all this stuff there." And Bud was like, "Man, I ain't, finna sign this contract in 2022 and then sit the rest of the year until next year to fight Spence." He's like, "No, I'm finna go fight somebody. Get a bag." So he fought David Avenesian, came back to the table, and Al pretty much did everything in his power to discourage him. And it was when Bud reached out to Spence and spoke to him directly. And I know this for a fact because when I was in Omaha, he showed me the text messages. Yeah, I'm texting them now. And then Spence put a post on X. I never forget. He said, "Man, I feel like I'm being played." No one know what he meant by that. I mean, I got an idea. People I know, and Bud, I know what he told me. But Bud was the one that opened Errol Spence's eyes. Like, my nigga, look, this what's going on, fam. Bud had the Saudis willing to put the money up, willing to pay him and Spence $25 million apiece to fight each other. Everybody online was like, "Oh man, Crawford don't know. He bad business, man. This and that, laughing to kick in." Now look at it now, years later. Them same people, like, they looking, you know what I mean? So Yeah, no, he tried it, but you know he the one making basically he the one woke Spence up, and so now Spence, you know.
Now, this is the last thing I got. I'm gonna get off, so I won't hold the line. But if Spence was able to take the initiative and him and Crawford did what they did to make the fight, what is handicapping that side over there, and everyone else can be more active with their careers? And that's my last question I got for you, Coach. But thank you for taking my call, and I'm gonna listen on the YouTube channel.
All right, shout out to Mitchell, man. That's a hey, shout out to Miss Steph. Hey, hold on, wait. Listen, this Bud cousin, Miss Stephanie, Miss Steph Jackson. This hold on, matter of fact. Like her right here, yeah. Shout out to Steph. I mean, I don't want to put you on blast, but yeah, this is cousin. I'm telling you, the man, like he the one woke Spence up. I'm not saying that Al was doing anything nefarious, but Al was trying to pimp Bud, make Spence the most money possible, while at the same time have everything very advantageous to Spence. So when Spence woke up to what was going on, thanks to Terrence Crawford, that's when he went and hired Fighters First Management. I forgot that brother name over there. He a brother. I forgot his name. Fighters First Management. Y'all look him up. He hired them. And that's when they got the deal done. And then that's when Spence said, look, man, yeah, 50-50. We can do that. We can do the coin toss to see who go out first. You know, because Bud is very, very stubborn. His cousin Taste, he's very stubborn. Bud is stubborn. He, like, you know what I mean? So he's very stubborn. So yeah, I want this, I want that. Spence was like, yeah, man, we can do all that. Because really, Spence was supposed to fight Keith Thurman and then fight Canelo Alvarez at 164-pound catch weight. That was the plan that Al had for Spence. Al did not want him to fight Terrence Crawford. Everybody and all the big wigs at the PBC knew not this dude right here. Al Haymon knew, Sam Watson knew, his sons knew, Tom Brown knew, they matchmakers over there, they knew, like, listen, this dude right here is it was a well-known, the only people who did not know that Crawford was all wrong for Spence was Errol Spence fans. True. Errol Spence fans were the only ones. Errol Spence fans were the only ones who did not know that Terrence Crawford was all wrong for Errol Spence. The PBC fighters did not know that Crawford was all wrong for them. They dropped the Kool-Aid. Y'all remember? We went live. I won $3,000 on that fight. That was the only fight. That was the most money I ever betted on the fight. $3,000. Because I was so sure. If it's something that I'm not sure about, I'll pick a fighter, but I ain't going to bet no money because I'm not sure. I pick a fighter, but I ain't gonna put a dime on it because I'm really not a gambler. But that Spence fight, I say, I'm betting whoever want to bet. I'm taking all bets, and if I bet you on YouTube, you gotta send that cash app. Send that cash app up front because we not doing no air betting. It ain't going. I ain't taking your word on nothing. Put the money on the wood and let me know it's all good. If the money ain't on the wood, your word don't mean a goddamn thing to me. Because we know how they do it on YouTube. Shout out to Silence. Punk. True. You know how they do it on YouTube. Listen, they were selling t-shirts, big, cap. I'm Dad Texas. You see what I'm saying? All of that, but I had fun clowning them. I ain't gonna lie. I came up with aerosexuals and everything. I came up with that. That came from me. I'm the guilty part on that. Shout out to Curtis. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over. Hey, what to say, Curtis? He said, Coach, love the content today. I had to put some color on this, King. Hey, man, I appreciate you, Curtis. Shout out to Curtis, man. Let's hit him with the
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, like Errol Spence, from what I heard, is a great guy. And I have to say this. There's no beef between Spence and Crawford. Like, when I talk to Bud, him, Bowman, Coach Red, you know what they tell me? They told me, man, Errol Spence was their favorite fighter. Outside of Bud, of course. Coach Red, like, yeah, man, I love Spence, man. He one of my favorite fighters, man. He my favorite fighter over there at the PBC. Bowman, they love the dude. Bud was like, yeah, man, I like Spence, man. He a good dude. Bro, this is a true story. Because y'all know me, I'm petty than a mug. But my pettiness come from the years of me being on social media, being antagonized by the same group of people who I successfully dismantled by myself. And I want to give a shout out to those guys, the LDBC and the aerosexuals and the Wakandas and all that, and the Shea Butter Laptop Revolutionaries. I want to give a shout out to y'all. The reason why I want to give a shout out to y'all, these people who I just addressed, because y'all helped make me who I am as well. Y'all brought the best out of me. Had I not had the opposition that I had from the LDBC, had I not had the opposition that I had from the aerosexuals, had I not had the opposition that I had from the Twerkinator Army or the Haymonites or the PBC for Lifers, had I not had that opposition from y'all, people would not have been able to see the best of me. So y'all brought that out of me. You paid the price for it, but you brought that out of me. So I got to give y'all credit too. You get what I'm saying? Now y'all ever since then, y'all been on y'all best behavior. True. You know what they say? You know what they say? What they say? You know what they say? You know, he say, fuck around and find out. It is what it is, you dig? You know, I was diabolical around that time.
Yes. Yes. Surprise. You gay. That's not all. Go in there. Yes. Yes. It is warm. Yes. I love you. Just because.
You know, I want to say this. Valentine's Day coming up. Shout out to the ladies. Valentine's Day coming up. Shout out to the ladies. Let me say that 3 times like Dr. Umar Johnson. Valentine's Day coming up. Do you ladies see what Errol Spence's lovely wife did for him? She rented a hotel room. She had rose petals leading from the door to the bed. She had rose petals in the middle of the bed, shaped like a heart. Heart-shaped rose petals in the middle of the bed. With pink and red rose petals leading from the door to the bed. And she had chocolate-covered strawberries in the middle of the bed, in the middle of the hearts in the bed. And our good Jamaican-American brother, Errol Spence, was so touched, because I ain't never seen no woman do that to a man before. You know what I mean? No, I seen men do that for women. I've seen men have rose petals leading on the floor to the bed or to the bathroom or whatever. I've seen men do that for women, but I never seen a woman do that for a man. But hey, to each his own. So, and then, to put the cherry on top, he took a bite out of that chocolate-covered strawberry. And then she said, that's not all. You would think that was enough. No, come on, there's more. Then he followed the rose petals from the bed to the bathroom. And when he opened up that door and those lights was nice and warm, What was next to the bed? What was next to the bathtub? He had warm bath water. I want to say, I think it was candles around it. And he had macadamia nut cookies right next to the tub.
True.
And when he stuck his hand in the water, he said, and it's warm. You ladies got to step your game up. That's all I'm saying. Your ladies got to step your game up. If you want to really impress your man or your significant other this Valentine's Day, have some rose petals leading to the bed. Have some chocolate-covered strawberries shaped as a heart. You get what I'm saying? Bite the strawberry. Let the strawberry melt in your mouth with the hot, warm chocolate. Send your man to the bathtub. Let him get in the tub with that warm water. Let that water. All I'm saying, y'all got to step your game up, fam. That's all I'm saying. You ladies, you got to step your game up. That's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Y'all got to step your game. When y'all going to do this for us? When y'all going to, you get what I'm saying? You know, we do know that. We do know that. Because say, y'all got to stop looking for the exotic baddies. Women do this, sir. All I'm saying is we need the macadamia nut cookies. No, Diddy. We need some warm macadamia nuts. The water has to be warm. You know what I mean? Now, she didn't give him a bubble bath. She probably should have made a bubble. Matter of fact, let's look at it. I want you ladies to see this because y'all got to step the game up this Valentine's Day.
Yes. Yes, surprise. You gay. That's not all. Go in there. Yes. Yes.
It is warm.
Yes. I love you. Just because.
Now, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see the rose petals and chocolate covered strawberry challenge. But that's what we need to see. Let's start a new challenge for the women. We need warm macadamia nuts cookies right by the warm bathtub. We need the chocolate covered strawberries, and we need the rose petals. I want you women to go on TikTok, go on Instagram, because y'all like, and let's see y'all do that. Let's do. Let's do. And another thing I want to do, I want to show respect to the homies. Because I remember I had one dude, right? I used to play this video all the time. Shout out to Tank Davis, the face of boxing. I used to play the one video all the time, right? And I used to be like, man, I don't know what the hell this is. And this one dude from Florida, I never forget, he from this state, made me so ashamed that he was from this state. A brother, he say, man, coach, man, come on, man. You sitting here clowning Tank for just that doing what homies normally do when they together. I said, what? What are you talking about? He said, yeah, man, come on, man. You know how it is, coach, when you hanging out with your homeboys and y'all just sitting there hanging out, vibing, listening to the music, dancing together. And you know how it is, coach. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I was like, no, I don't know how that is. Don't put that on me, fam.
True.
Yeah, don't put that on me. Shit, I mean, my homeboys ain't never did that. I can't relate to that. Nigga trying to put that on me. Somebody, yeah, man, coach, you know how it is. No, hell, I don't. Shit, man, my homeboys ain't never did that.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, that look
Yeah, nigga talking about about something. She had to project. I said, no, sir, you're projecting, sir. You're projecting. Now, just said you taking up a tank. If that's what you're doing, ain't nothing wrong with that, fam. But don't try to project. Yeah, come on, coach. You know how it is. No, hell, I don't. Man, my homeboys ain't never did that. Shit, talking about somebody know how it is. You ain't got to believe me. Go Google it.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Now, we might have ran off on the plug a couple of times.
Ran off on the plug twice.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, man, my homeboy, you listen, there ain't no video, but I can tell you, my homeboys ain't never did nothing like that. Never. We ain't never did nothing like that. I can't relate to that, fam. Again, I ain't knocking nobody who do. To each his own. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? His girlfriend. Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? His girlfriend.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, you know, I came up in a different era, though. I was born in the 70s, so I came up in a different era. I can't relate to that. That's all I'm saying. I ain't knocking nobody who do now. To each his own. I know they listen to Lil Coochie Vert. What the little dark skin, the little cute little boy? What the little cute little boy? Well, he ain't really cute. He look like kind of like a gremlin. Let me just look him up. Anyway, hold up. Let's get back over here because y'all know the ADD don't kick in. I'm getting sidetracked. Now, back to what I was talking about. The low IQs. Now, I have a master's degree in common sense. Now, if you want me to believe that a guy hit your fighter, put egg weights in his gloves and beat him with the egg weights, you're going to have to explain to me how he was able to get this in his hand. As you can, y'all see this loop right here? Hold on. Let me go right here. Y'all see this loop right here? This goes through your middle finger. I chat about some egg weights long time ago. But this goes through your middle finger. So you put that in your middle finger. And the weight, the egg weight of the wrap of the egg weight goes in the middle of your hand. So you stick it through the finger like this here, and then you close your hand like that, and then you just able to shadow box with it. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you want me to believe that Tyson Fury hit Wilder with an egg weight that was inside his glove, my spidey senses started tingling. I said, okay. Now, wait, okay, so you put the egg weight right here, and it closes in the palm of the hand. So that means he would have had to get his hand wrapped. Like, how were they able to wrap his hands with the egg weight in his glove? How were they able to do that? In front of the commissioner? Because I don't been to these fights. I don't been in the back. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on in the back in these fights. In the fighters' locker room, they show it on the news. But I'm telling you, even in local fights, they show it on TV in the local fights. The commissioner is back there. Somebody from the fighters' team is back there. And those hands get wrapped under the watchful eye of the commissioner or somebody from the commissioner office and somebody from the fighters' team. So if they see, wait a minute, he got an egg weight in his hand and they wrapping his hand with the egg weight. And it's being videoed. And JD's right there. How he was able to do that? So the dude say, they cut the camera off in the locker room, coach. This is too easy. This is too easy. This is too easy. Pull this up. Where you at? Where you at, fam? See, can I find it? No, yeah. This is too easy. Where is silence at? Yeah, this too easy, fam. This too easy. He said they cut the camera off in the locker room to the public, coach. Okay, what does that mean? Silence. Huh? Shout out to Silence. What does that mean, fam? Because that's what Drew Titan was saying. Look, they cut the video off. A whole bunch of circumstantial evidence. You see what they did, though? Yeah. No, hold on, Silence. I know you were joking. Fam. I know you were joking. But I'm just running with it. I'm glad you gave me that layup. You gave me that layup, so I'm going to run with it. Shout out to Silence. I know you just joking. But hold on. But that's what they were saying. Yeah, they cut the video off. You see what I'm saying? I said, sir. They showed the hands being wrapped when the video was on. Forget the camera. Explain to me, how is it physically possible? Because we're dealing with the laws of physics now. Explain to me how it's physically possible to put a 3.5 pound egg weight in your hand with the gloves. Not only that, let's just take it a step further. Let's do this. Let's do this. I don't dare this already. Before the fight, both fighters and their team both fighters. One fighter will go in there. They got a whole bunch of gloves on the table. You got horsehair gloves. I think Tyson Fury had horsehair. He wore the horsehair gloves in the second and third fight. Wilder wore the horsehair gloves in the third fight as well. He wore the same gloves Tyson Fury had. And you get to pick the gloves that you're going to wear the night of the fight. Wilder, somebody from Wilder team is in there. I think it was Tay Jones or whoever it may be. So they pick the glove. Wilder said, I'm going to pick these gloves right here. This one I'm fighting with. The commissioner take the gloves, they seal them up. And they put them in a safe. Tyson Fury, same thing. Put them in the safe. Fury and Wilder don't see those gloves no more until the night of the fight. The gloves are inspected by Wilder, both teams. Okay, if they ain't good, try in there. They seal it, sign it, whatever. Explain to me how you get a 3.5 pound egg weight in middle of your hand. It goes on your finger. Hold on. Gotta show y'all this. It goes, this is my common sense kicking in. Y'all see the loop go through your finger. How you wrap it, and then you got to stick that and tie your hand inside of a tight ass glove with that egg weight right there in the middle. And JD's is right there watching everything. Not everything, but everything. He's watching everything. Explain to me, how is that physically possible? And not only that, you can't even close your hand with the egg weight hand wraps inside a glove. If you can get it in there, you're not going to be able to get your hand in there. Tell you that right now. You're not going to be able to get your hand in there. Oh, I know what y'all going to say. Wait a minute, coach. The egg weight wasn't in the middle of his hand. The egg weight was inside the glove. Where the fist, when you ball your fist up, it's inside the glove when you ball your fist up. Okay, cool. Explain to me, how was that humanly possible? Do you know, something just fell. Do you know the disadvantage that Tyson Fury would be at? He got egg weights in his gloves that's 3.5 pounds heavier. Do you know how hard his arms will be? You won't be able to throw a straight punch, none of that. And then if you got it on your knuckles, if you hit somebody with it, you're going to hurt your knuckles. When they put the gloves on, JD's, people from the team, they inspect, okay, put the gloves on, we tied it up, they feel the glove, they check it, okay, everything good. You saw everything in there, right? You saw with nothing in the glove? Yeah, with nothing in the glove. Like, how is that possible, fam? Forget, okay, even if you believe that happened, please tell me, how did it physically happen? Explain it to me. I haven't received an explanation yet. It defies logic. I was told if I didn't believe that, I was a coon. So then they move on to something else. Water bottle gate. Disloyal trainer gate. Crab in the bucket referee gate. Egg weight gate. Costume too heavy gate. Wow, they ain't never say that. I played y'all the video where he said it. I'm like, shit, if you lied about that, what else you lied about? So it's just some things you got to use common sense with. I know what y'all gonna say. Well, you saw what Margarito did again. Margarito ain't Wilder. Y'all ain't say that Tyson Fury had plaster on his hand wraps. That's not what you said. You said that Tyson Fury had egg weights in his gloves. Don't try to conflate the two. Don't try to take something that happened in the past with Miguel Cotto and Margarito. Don't try to use that as evidence to support your claim. You said egg weights. How did they get the egg weights in the wraps, in the gloves, in front of the commissioner, JD's, and other people who was there from Wilder's team watching? How did that happen? I have not received an explanation. Now, Wilder say when he drop his documentary, he gonna show proof. One thing I can guarantee you, he ain't gonna show no proof of no egg weights. He not gonna show no proof where he said the costume was too heavy. He gonna talk about the long count. I looked at that fight again, the long count. The man beat the count, dog. The man beat the count. I don't even like Tyson Fury, dog. The man beat the count. He got up, bro. Bro, when we did the show last week about Wilder, I went back and looked at that 12th round again. When Wilder caught Tyson Fury with that right, he caught Tyson Fury with that right hook, that right cross, and finished him off with the left hook, and Fury went back. He was already falling from the right. And he went back, head bounced on the canvas. His eyes was never closed. His eyes was open. He was breathing hard. The referee stood over him, went to counting. We went to counting. Tyson Fury got up, like literally he was on his feet at 10. Literally, he was on his feet at 10. Bro, I swear for God, I did everything in my power to try to find, okay, no, this motherfucker ain't beat that count. Dog, he got up, fam. And then you saw the look on Wilder. Wilder went to celebrate. He was doing the shimmy. Then he went to blowing kisses. He went to celebrate. Talking about the first fight. And then when Fury got up, he looked at him like, what? He couldn't believe it. He did then, he got up. Then the second fight, you talked a whole lot of smack. The second fight, matter of fact, I got to show y'all this. Hold on. I gotta show y'all. I don't show y'all the egg weight, so we don't establish the egg weight. I have to show y'all this. Bear with me one moment. I have it right here. I have to show y'all this. I went back and looked at some videos of Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder in the lead up to the second fight. You'll be very surprised at what I found. Do y'all want to know what I found? You guys are going to be very surprised at what I found. Hold on. And this dude right here, we don't want to talk. This dude right here, Money May. Al Haymon, huh? He's talking about I bring it dirtying up Al Haymon name. Hold on, y'all. Try to turn this on right quick. Well, y'all see Floyd right here with all his money, right? And shout out to Money May. Money May got a lot of money.
Money May all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20.
Anyways, I don't know if y'all heard that, but this thing freezing up. So let me go ahead and close this up. But y'all gonna be surprised at what I found. Let's go over here. Y'all gonna be surprised at what I found. I saw the video of everything Wilder said in the lead up to that fight. Everything Wilder said in the lead up to that fight. I saw it. The Radio Raheem incident.
Money May all day. You know, right here, a light million.
That's Floyd bragging about money. Ain't that wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that, Floyd? Ain't nothing wrong with that? Hold on, let me see. Okay, wait, let's go right here. Oh, this thing freezing up again. It's freezing up. Hold on, I want y'all to see this here. We got her. Here it go right here.
Here is the hard-hitting, reigning.
Again, I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. I want y'all to hear this shit.
And defending undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. From Manchester, England.
Your eyes in the back of your head.
Trust you couldn't keep me down.
Guys, we invite you to take a seat.
Look how small you are, you know, midget.
You the one was on the ground. I was standing on top of you.
You're gonna
I was standing on
this
top
time,
of you.
yeah.
You ever heard of David and Goliath?
Yeah.
You know that story, what happened? It's gonna happen again. And it's gonna happen this time around. You ain't
don't
getting
believe
up.
in David
You
and
ain't
Goliath.
getting up.
Trust you couldn't keep me down when I was training like a dog. You couldn't keep me down then. You definitely can't keep me down now.
I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. I'm gonna show you better. I'm gonna show you better. I can tell you. I'm gonna show you better. I can tell you. I'm gonna show you better. I can tell you.
So
I ever say he got me to big time boxing. Part 2.
Now I want y'all to see this, because y'all ain't seen this in a while. I ran across this video. This called Receipts. Let me let y'all see this. Look, it's real short. I'm gonna let y'all see this here. This called Receipts. This what he was saying in the lead up to that fight. This fight, Tyson Fury 2.
Unfinished business. I can't wait. And don't he dare ever. He better not ever say he got me to big time boxing. Ever in this game, I'm gonna slap him, because if anybody brought anybody to big time boxing, it's me. Don't ever forget when I found you was strung out on coke. When I found you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat, and I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that. And this time around, they here for me to see unfinished business.
All untrue.
That's
I
fact.
was the man who
That
beat
is
Vladimir
fact.
Klitschko and took over
fact.
the division, not you.
That is
And I
fact.
brought you to
I'm
big time
talking.
boxing.
Tyson,
I give you your
I'm
biggest
talking
paydays
banana peel.
you've ever had.
I'm talking big woman.
You was fighting
I'm talking
in front
big
of
mama.
100,000 people.
I'm talking big
on
mama.
TV.
I brought you back.
You know, you're a bum.
You were
Nobody
strung
even knows
out
you
on
in your own
cocaine,
country.
bruh.
No one knows you.
You were big as a
You
house,
thought you
bruh.
could cherry pick me.
You were
And you
contemplating
couldn't,
about
you little
killing
pussy.
yourself because you didn't want to live
And that's the
anymore,
man you
bruh.
wanted to take on, was it?
Bro,
The man who
I
was going
told
to kill
you,
himself.
I said, Fury,
You
get
thought
your
you was
fat
getting yourself
ass
an
up.
easy victory,
I
did
said,
you?
you get in that
But
gym.
it didn't work
I
out,
said, I
did it?
dare you to come
It
back.
didn't work
I
out.
said, you won't come back.
You know, Deontay Wilder spouting a lot of rubbish. He gave me an opportunity today.
Bro, listen. Bro, I pulled that out. But that receipt golden. Don't you ever forget who brought you back to big time boxing. You know, bro, listen. Bro, when I pulled that out, I was like, now I know what's going on. Shout out to CJ from the 504. Now, yeah, Fury said you cherry picked me and the cherry pick went wrong. Y'all want to hear Tyson Fury say that? This what he said right here.
I give him his biggest paydays of his whole life, brought him to the biggest stage in the world, being Las Vegas. And here he is, this is how he thanks me.
He's got a whole lot of appreciation for someone who's fed him, looked after him, and put millions in his account. Very nice person, D. You know, you owe me everything. I brought you to this level. Welcome to big time boxing. Listen, you're just a club show fighter. I'm giving you the opportunity to defend your belt. But when I've took it off you and burst your bubble, just like the last British man, you know, came here, burst the bubble of an undefeated fighter.
See, they always
boom.
Been a veteran in this sport. I understand. I know. I have a sixth sense. I know what nervous energy is and what it looks like and what it smells like. Pussy. And I can't wait.
Bro, so, bro. I said, oh, hey, Big John Doe. Hey, Mason. I said, oh, I had to go back. Hey, Miss Connie, I had to go back to that. I went back to this. I said, wait a minute, fam. This what he was saying prior to the second fight. So wait a minute. We can't be, we don't, you feel me? You can't, come on, fam. Bro, I had to go back to that. Shout out to Ramon.
I can't wait. And
you believe that
more
cut
concerned
brings about that nervous energy.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's one thing.
Tyson, how is the
concerned
eye?
about the cut?
How is the eye and how is the scar tissue? 47 stitches, plastic surgeon inside and out. How's it holding up?
Terrible. It come open 4 times in training camp. It's been coming open with little flicks. So he shouldn't have any problems opening up then. Shouldn't he, the biggest puncher that's ever lived? The so-called biggest puncher that couldn't even keep a man down in the 12th round.
Yeah, you brazenly make comments that you want to taste blood. You've said this before and you've said it in the lead up here.
Not bother me. I'm going to take him, I'm going to cut him and see how he feels like it.
Bro, he said in there he wanted to taste Wilder's blood. Do you remember the second fight when Wilder was bleeding? Tyson Fury stuck his tongue out and licked Wilder on the neck, licked his blood off his neck. Y'all remember that? Everything Fury said he was going to do in the lead up to that second fight, he did it. On Black History Month, fam.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
I'm going to see if he's going to get up off the floor. I don't think he's got the bottled minerals, whatever you want to call it. He ain't got it. He's an on-top fighter. He's a bully fighter. And when a bully gets bullied, he folds every single time. Wilder, this is a big act for him. He's very nervous underneath. I can see his jumper going in and out with his heartbeat pounding out of his chest. He don't know what to expect. He doesn't know what to expect. And he's getting knocked out.
Your job is stand up, man. That's what you
knocked out.
Vegas, bro.
Knocked out.
When I knock you out, go do stand-up comedy, bro. You got a career in that. You goofy, you a big mama. You know what I'm saying? You're a big goofy, big mama.
You
big
quite
goofy,
don't
big
understand
bird,
what you're saying.
Big mama.
You speak English.
That's what you're doing. Exactly.
So you speak in English right now.
So you understand what I'm saying. And if you don't, you know the saying, what's understood don't have to be explained, because come February the 22nd, your body gonna be laying right there.
I do want to ask you something about your
Like it
past
was
year and the
before.
fights that we
Just
saw
like
there.
that.
And that is
But this time around, you ain't getting up because I brought my 6-foot-inch nails and I bought a big hammer from Alabama, baby.
Good.
You know what else.
Good. Ain't going nowhere.
You know what else.
I'm going to knock you spark
You know
out.
what else.
I can't wait to do it, honestly.
You know what else.
You're nothing but a big skinny little
yeah,
pussy.
sit down.
That's all you
Energy.
are.
Sit down.
You ain't nothing.
Sit down.
You ain't
Sit
scary.
down.
You're not
Sit
terrifying.
down.
Yeah, I don't look at you and see fear.
down.
I look at you and see a pussy with a nose ringing.
Sit
You know,
down. Sit down. You nervous.
punch him all over the stage
Sit
right now if I
down,
wanted
man.
to.
Sit
He couldn't
down.
do nothing about it.
Sit down.
Bro, I had, listen, fam, I had to go back. I had to go back and look at this, fam. The press. I say, man. Bro, I say, hey, Miss Connie, I had to go back, Miss Connie, I had to go back and look at this. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Man, the man whooped my man on Black History, man. I'm still hurt about that, fam. Nigga, listen, I be having nightmares at night about that. I'm like, man, I'm sitting there crying and shit. I'm crying, snot coming out my nose. I done lost $400. I either lost $400 or $800. I done lost about I think, I might have lost 800. I know I lost 4. No, you know what? I lost 800 on that fight, but I lost 800 on Adrien Broner too, because I lost 400 on the McDonald fight, and I lost 400 on when Adrien Broner fought Mikey Garcia. So I lost 800 with him in 2 fights. But this one here, I lost. Yeah, I was like, man, the 3rd fight, I bet it on Tyson Fury. I was like, man, I learned my lesson. Shit, this motherfucker here, man. God damn, dog. Nigga on Black History Month? Man, come on, fam. Man, he beat the brakes. Man, he beat the brakes off of come on, bro. Y'all know what.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Man, Man, y'all know what time it is, man. It is what it is, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to Gilly and Wallow.
Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fights you supposed to. But we know Tank can fight anybody. Why is that? For me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen and they anywhere around your weight class. We want to see it happen. When we gonna see it happen?
I'm not sure. I ain't got
That's
nothing to do. That was real shit.
That's some real shit.
I don't know. That's like,
how many times you don't went in there and said, I want these niggas, man?
to be honest, I ain't never said.
Yeah, man, I had to go back. I had to go back and Schoolo. Shout out to CJ. I had to go back and look at that fight, the lead up to that fight. Cause bro, I was so hyped, bro. Now you know why I betted that money? Well, I was so wilder like in Shango shape, nigga. I'm talking about, boy, nigga, we coming that bitch Shaka Zulu, fam. We coming that bitch like Shaka Zulu on Black History Month. Tyson Fury don't stand a chance. Man, I was crying after the fight. True. Nigga, I was crying. Man, I was crying after the fight, fam.
Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, International Africans.
Man, I'm gonna give everybody else a shout out, man. Y'all know what time it is, man, after these messages. You know what? Listen. If I was a public official and I got voted, if I was a public official and I'm gonna pass a law, I'm gonna write a letter to my senator, my local senator right here, and I'm gonna write him a letter. I'm gonna say, look here, man, I need you to pass a bill. Write this in the law. It should be a federal crime for a white man to beat a black man in Black History Month. Right now, we're in Black History Month. Any brother that get in the ring with a white man should win. If there's a black man in America, American black man, Foundation of Black American. If I don't know about other ones, but I'm talking about the Foundation of Black American. If a Foundation of Black American lose a fight to a white man in the month of February in America, there should be a federal crime. That white man should be brought up on charges and he need to be locked up. True. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's what it should be. This ain't no disrespect to my white brothers and sisters out there. All I'm saying is you can win on any other month. You can beat a black, you can win on January, beat a black man in the ring on January. You can in March, April, May, June, July. You can win any fight. You can beat Devin Haney, Shakur, Keyshawn, Tank, whatever. You can beat any fighter. I don't care who it is. You can win. But on Black History Month, if you beat a black fighter on Black History Month, the police need to be there. That white fighter need to be arrested and charged. True. Facts. Shout out to Highlight Space. Shout out to Miko. Hello, Davis. Hey, shout out to Amaro. He say Spence said criminal. He did say criminal. He did say criminal. Shout out to New Country. Hey, shout out to Lisa Bells. JC in the building. Hey, shout out to Schoolo. Cooking with Sir Senior. Hey, he said you can't do that, coach, because Bud beat Canelo on the Hispanic holiday. Yeah, Bud, but that ain't got nothing to do with Wilder though. See, that ain't got nothing to do with Wilder. You talking about what Bud did to Canelo? That ain't got nothing to do with Black History Month, fam. The Mexican Independence Day ain't got nothing to do with Black History Month, bro. You mixing the two, fam. Shout out to Miss Connie.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you what it is, Miss Connie, man. We bringing. Listen. I'm backing any congressman coming out of the state of Florida who is willing to introduce a bill, that says this: any black man, black American, get into a fight, in the ring, professional boxing, against a white guy, and the white American were to beat him in the ring, he is to be brought up on federal charges. That should be a hate crime. That should, matter of fact, I'm gonna go a step further. That should be a hate crime. Shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Shout out to Dr. Mario. Hey, shout out to Miss Connie. Shout out to Jessica. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to Rick Tills, Mitchell from the Shy. Hey, man, we going live tomorrow, man. I got some more interviews. I got some more guests coming on. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto: don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. Got a video dropping at 6:30, man. The Carcino interview. You dig?
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.